Good morning, everyone. I hope you can all hear me. My name is Penbu. I will be the host of today's stream, and we are doing Mahjong Lessons with these fine fellows. Why don't we all introduce ourselves in thumbnail order?
Wait, what's
thumbnail order?
Thumbnail, Bell, then Hessel, then Lur.
Oh. Hi everyone. I'm Breakabelle PE, engineering VTuber, but today I'm just here to have some fun, learn to play some games.
Welcome on in, Bell.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Dr. Hessel, and I'll talk about all kinds of things. Physics, math, being analysis, whatever conversation happens to be. And if it's not morning where you are, I'm sorry to tell you, it's always a good morning, no matter if it's in the evening, afternoon, or early in the day. Good to meet everyone. Hope you have a fantastic stream.
Welcome on in, Hessel. And now it's my turn. Konnichiwa, Iwanami Iruai desu. Hello, guys. I'm Lur Iwanami, the guardian angel of my past, present, and future self. And I like to do music stuff and occasionally play some video games every now and again. And now I'm just here learning how to play Mahjong.
Yes. And my name is Penbu. I'm the programming, puzzle gaming, and music making VTuber on Linux. And today I'm the Mahjong expert.
Yeah.
All right.
Penbu Sensei.
Yes. We have Jellicoe, welcome in on my chat. He's going to be just monitoring us, making sure that I don't make any mistakes. So we'll give it up for him as well.
Yay.
So for those of you on the various streams, everyone is streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. So if you all want to see everyone's point of view, you can choose whichever platform you want, or all of them, and see everyone's...
That's a lot of streams.
Be careful. Be careful with that one.
Yeah, okay. So, words. Today we're going to be teaching Mahjong. I want you all to introduce how much Mahjong experience, or if none, how you've heard of Mahjong.
So I grew up in a Asian household, so a lot of my family did used to play Mahjong. I never really learned. I'm excited to learn, though. It seems like people have a lot of fun playing, but I really don't know almost anything about it.
All right. Hessel?
I have never played any Mahjong. At most, I've seen like one Penbu stream of it, and that was about it. I had no idea what was going on. So I'm really excited to see where this goes. I have a friend in real life who plays with Mahjong, so hey, maybe I'll come over to him sometime after this. That'll be fun.
All right, yeah. Go ahead, Lur.
As for me, my experience with Mahjong, like I know how to do very basic things. Like I know how to like set up some things, but I don't know about specific hands or like the ins and outs of scoring and whatnot. But I do know how to at least make a simple hand in most cases.
All right, perfect. So, for everyone's words. Apparently today's not my day. So for everyone's reference here, we have the reference sheet that we're going to be using in everyone's chats. We will be teaching playing Japanese Mahjong today. There are all different types of Mahjong. Pretty much every region in Asia has their own Mahjong, America included. Although it's quite different from the Asian Mahjong variants. But today will be Japanese. This is the Mahjong that you'll see in anime like Saki, like Akagi, the recent Pon no Michi, and obviously the Mahjong Soul short series too. Mm-hmm. The things that you'll learn here are going to be largely applicable to other Mahjong variants. So if your friends play Chinese, it's going to be largely the same. Major differences are going to be scoring and how you win hands. Japanese Mahjong is known to be more, I'd say, strategic, and there are a lot more restrictions on how you can win hands and stuff. Today we're going to be playing on Auto Table. If you were here for the Pollock Mahjong collab from my side some time ago, this is the same thing. This will let us pick up tiles and put them anywhere, and do whatever we want with them. But Laura, sorry to disappoint. We're not going to be shuffling manually. We're going to let the system deal with it.
Ah, okay. So we're not gonna be.
Not doing the big
What, did you see my
wavy
tweet?
hands
It means,
with all
do you
the
see my
tiles in the
tweet?
middle?
The
do
tweet
you
being all
mean?
like, I can already hear the click clack of the. Yeah. So
Huh?
when I tweeted this out, I was like, I can already hear the click clack of all of the of all of the tiles.
So
Alright.
they do like a shuffle, Hessel,
That's
where
a-
all the
okay.
tiles are in the middle and they like
Yeah, they just like
Smear
move.
'em
They just like
around.
yeah,
Oh,
smear them
that's
around, and
dreadful.
then they make walls out of it.
That's dreadful. I love it.
All right, so each of you are going to pick one of these tiles here. This is going to be for choosing your seats. So you can go ahead and
Yeah.
pick one. Yeah, you just press F, I think, to flip the tile.
I love the little clacks.
Yeah, and then you just go ahead and reveal that. And
I can't
then,
count that high.
Lure,
Yeah,
just flip the tile.
Oh. there you go.
Okay.
so it's east, south, west, north. Is that the order?
Yeah, so east, south, west, north. Whenever you have this, you only ever have to swap 2 players. So to get the correct order here, who's north here? Is this Hessel?
I believe I'm north. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you're going to leave your seats, and then swap over to my seat.
Okay.
Just waiting for you to take your seat now. Oh.
Did I do it correctly?
I think you went to the same seat.
Okay, I think I got it now.
Yeah. Okay. We're good. So for the first
Am I in
hand.
the right s-
Yes, you should be in the right spot. Because you're. So I was north, or I was east here. So across from me is west. To the right is south, and then to my left is north.
Okay.
Which, if you look at a compass, it's kind of backwards, but it makes sense if you're looking up at the sky.
Yeah. I see it now.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna open up some hands here, just to explain how these go. If you're looking at your reference sheets, and I will put up mine over here. You'll see at the top that there are 4 kinds of tiles. There are the circles called pin, the bamboo called so, the numbers or characters called man, and then you have the honor tiles on the 4th row, split up into the winds and the dragons. So what we drew just here are all the winds, and then you have the dragons as well. The first 3 are numbered, so the circles, the bamboo, and the characters are all numbered. They can make sequences, and then the other ones can't. So the aim of this game, I can find some tiles. So just start flipping tiles so we can see examples here. So for example, what can we grab? We got this. It's a lot easier in person because you can just grab tiles and stuff. But
Yeah, you just yeah.
okay, so we got one here. So for example, this 1, this 2, this 3, right? That is a sequence. Sequences have 3 tiles of the same suit. 1s and 9s do not wrap around. This bird is the one of bamboo. It's like that to prevent cheating. Or for example, you can also have, say, like, has anyone got a 3?
I've got of bamboo specifically, or
I
just
was-
3 in general. I have a 3.
Yeah, sure. The 3 there, and then a 5, and then a 4. Right, they don't have to be all aligned as long as it's a sequence of a sequence where it's all straight.
4 and 5. Yeah.
You cannot make sequences of 4. You cannot make sequences of 2. It has to be 3. There are 4 of each kind of tile, so it's going to be next to impossible to find here. But for example, you have the 7s here. That's another 7. So this here, oh, I guess we have another one there. Yeah, so there are 4 of each kind of tile. You can make a triplet, like so, with 3. Or you can make a quads of 4. We call this pon and kan. And so those are the 3 types of sets that you can make.
Sequences.
Okay, so
and-
either straights or 3 of a kind or 4 of a kind. That's the only sets
Yes.
that you can make. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so their aim, I'm going to put this over on my my table here. Your aim is to get 4 sets and a pair, generally. So let's, so pair being 2 of the same kind.
Yeah.
So let's say if we can find any more, I think we can find this 8 here. 8, got this 9 here, and I got this 7 here. And then we need 1 more set, if anyone can find one.
I mean, we've got one right here.
Oh yes, that's right. Okay, we'll take
3, 4,
that.
5.
And then a pair.
We could do something like this.
Yeah, so we can do that. So here we have a sequence, we have a triplet, we have another sequence, and then a pair of the dragons. So this would be a complete hand. And for Mahjong in general, almost every Mahjong game, this is going to be what you're working towards. For American, it's not quite the case, but we're only concerned about the Asian ones here.
Yeah. The ones where you actually make hands.
Yeah. So in this case here, if we go back to the reference sheet, go to the second page. And sorry, go ahead.
No, go on. Sorry.
Yeah. Lure here has a physical printed page, so you might hear it.
I love
Wait,
the
can
sound
you
of
actually
ruffling
hear the paper?
paper. Yeah. I like it.
So on the second page, you'll see all the different hands that you have to make. So Japanese Mahjong, or sorry, you can make. So Japanese Mahjong, the restriction here is that you have to, in order to win, you have to make not only the 4 sets in a pair, but also your hand has to conform to one of these patterns. Some of them are going to be easier than others. We're going to be doing them in an order that is not only good to build habits on, but is also like easy to make, and then moving on to perhaps more complex ones.
Yeah.
But for the first hand, we're not going to bother with that just yet. Going to reset here.
So for clarification, you need both 4 sets and a pair. That is like one requirement, and the other requirement is it has to meet one of these patterns.
Correct.
One of these, like, there's like what, 20 of these, 30 of these patterns.
Actually, I haven't
Right.
counted, but yeah, that sounds about right.
A fair amount. Okay.
Yeah.
Jellycoach here says, in short, your hand has to have the correct shape as well as a value to it through Yaku. It's about 40 Yaku. Yeah, so the hand shapes there are called Yaku. We're going to be playing open hand here, so we're just going to reveal your tiles like so. And we are going to be starting with the Yaku called riichi. So I did say that we weren't going to start with the hands, but riichi is kind of a bit of a let's say, I don't want to say catch-all, but it's very easy to make. Because all it does is it requires you to have the 4 sets in a pair, but you just have to make sure your hand is closed. I'm not going to teach you about open hands just yet, that will be coming later. But we'll be working towards riichi. I'm going to go ahead and I think this is the dead... Where is the dead wall? Is this a dead wall? Can't see. Oh, no, it is. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do that one for you. And I'm going to do this for you. Don't worry about that just yet.
Okay.
So for Lure, since you are interested in learning how to score, I will be having you score your hands and also mine.
Oh. I should probably also note I did not watch all of the stream last week, so it's gonna be a learning experience for me.
Yeah, no worries. We'll go over it on stream as well. So you would here you're generally going to want to sort your hand. So order them by numbers and group them by suits.
Yeah. Just so it's easier for you, like it's easier for you to like keep track of rather than just trying to like pinpoint where everything is.
Yeah, there are some crazies who play without sorting. But for most people, you'll want to sort.
Yeah. It just makes things easier for you and everyone else.
All right.
Wait, so why do some of us have a wall of tiles in front of our like hand and others don't?
Yeah, so normally, if you remember from earlier, when you start off, all the walls are built. And so what the program did for us is it rolled some dice, figure out where to break the wall, and then distributed those tiles to each of our hands.
Yeah.
Okay. So the walls aren't there. We're not like possessive of the walls. It's all like one continuous wall. Is that
Correct.
right?
Correct. Yes. So it's
Yeah.
like the draw pile in a deck of cards.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
said, etiquette in person says that you don't touch other people's walls unless you're drawing from it. So in a way, you do own the walls, but those tiles are not yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I believe I was dealer, so I will take that. I probably should have mentioned that the lower right-hand corner is going to be important, so if you are blocking that, you may want to consider moving around.
Lower right hand.
Lower right-hand, yes. So these lower right-hand is going to be where your claims are going to go later once we get to them. Should have mentioned that beforehand. So on your turn, you're going to draw. And in this case, we're going to show because we're playing open hands. You're going to see if this fits anywhere in your hand. In this case, it kind of fits over here. And then you discard a tile that you don't want. Either the tile that you just drew or another tile.
So when you draw, do you have to draw along the wall, along a specific order, or you can draw from wherever?
So in normal Mahjong, you will be drawing from what's called the head. So that'll be over here in this case. You know it's the head, at least for Japanese Mahjong, because you don't have the exposed tile.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Okay,
then...
So the exposed tile is the... Okay, sorry.
Yeah. So then turn order moves to the right side, so I think, Belle, you're up.
Okay, and that goes here. Can I discard just for understanding of whether I can do things? Am I able to discard what I just drew?
Yes. You can discard any tile in your hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you drew something and you turns out you don't want it, you can just discard that as well.
Okay.
Alright.
Right,
Tyler, go ahead.
And if I...
Oh, I think
know
somebody
this
skipped a
correctly-
tile. You want this
Oh.
one? It's okay.
Oh. Okay. Alright, so... I guess I will discard this one. Alright. It's all you, Hessel.
So I take this one.
Yeah, you take that bottom one.
Yeah, that's the bottom one. Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Are discarded tiles like gone forever, or can people draw from those?
Right now, you can consider them gone forever. There is a mechanic later on where you can take the tile, but only if it was the last one drawn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know where the one is on the reference sheet. Is that the green?
That is the green dragon, yes.
Green dragon.
So I get rid of something else to make room for it, right?
Yeah, you can get rid of something else, or you can get rid of that green dragon if you want.
Sure.
Yeah, and you'll want to make sure that you start from the top left corner of your discards, and then go towards the right.
Go rightwards, yeah.
Aye, sir.
In Japanese Mahjong, it matters that you discarded this and in what order. In other Mahjong variants, you'll see all the discards just being in a jumbled mess in the middle. And this is because Japanese Mahjong cares about who discarded what. But I'll explain that later.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and draw. This is a 4. It can slot in here. The 1 is fairly disconnected, so I will discard this one.
Alright, and that's Bell.
That's...
And then it's my turn. Boop.
And Jellycoat makes a good point here. There are 4 of each tile, so 34 different tiles, 4 each, there are 136 tiles. So something like this green dragon here, because you already see 2 of them, and you can only make a triplet or quad out of them, it's easiest to get rid of it.
Yeah.
So I did it correct on accident. Okay, fantastic. My turn?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Indeed.
Is a 4.
Sure.
Okay.
Guess what?
And then
Go ahead on mine. I discarded that, so I can discard it again.
now it's Bell turn.
This is 8.
We-
Wait, this. Oh, I'm sorry.
There it is.
Hey,
Yeah, that's
This
it.
is that's 8. Yeah. Means it would go.
Nice.
Very good.
And then...
Is that supposed to be blank?
Yeah, so the
Yeah,
the
it's
blank
white.
tile, yeah, the white dragon. In some Mahjong sets, particularly the Chinese ones, you'll see them as a blue rectangle, blue hollow rectangle. But in Japanese sets, they're just fully white.
Yeah. They just...
Okay.
That is an 8.
Right.
And boop.
Yeah, so this connects here, so I want to get rid of this this one here.
And then it's Bell's turn. That is another 8.
I'm at such a weird spot, strategic.
Yeah.
I guess.
I think
guess
that's also...
Hmm?
I think that's also the allure of this type of mahjong, is because it's very strategic how to like make how to like figure out how to make things happen. All right, and then I have this. Don't need it.
I guess we'll keep it. I don't know.
Yeah, in your case, and also in Bell's case here, in my opinion, I think these 2 here would have been better to discard, just because they're somewhat disconnected, whereas the 2 here would have been connected here. So you want to try to discard things that are fairly disconnected from the rest of your hand.
Yeah. And then the rest of it, I think, is just waiting for whichever ones you want.
Yeah. So this is a 6 that slots in over here. The 9 is fairly disconnected here. It's fairly far away, so I'll discard that.
And then Bell gets a 2.
Mr. E, nobody's winning quite yet.
And then I get. Like once you get the hang of it, it's just like you just you just know what to do.
One of these days I'll know what to do.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully by the end of the stream, you'll know what to do.
That's the hope. That's the goal.
Yeah.
So this slots in here. It's kind of iffy, but I think I can remove this one.
Yeah. Seems like a good decision.
And Jellycode here puts up another good point. In general, honors, i.e. wins and dragons, are harder to use than number tiles since they cannot be used for sequences. You'll commonly see honors and honor tiles to be discarded first, and then maybe terminals afterwards. Terminals being ones and nines.
Are wins and dragons not usable as sequences?
Not as sequences, no.
Oh, okay.
So this is the south. It's not connected anywhere. Just got that. So if you look on the reference sheet here, you do have some arrows that tell you whether it can be used as a sequence or not. You'll notice that the dragons and the winds have the thin arrows, which means they're only used for Dora.
Yeah.
Dora, I will go over it
I
later.
did not realize that. Okay, but that makes sense.
And it's me. No need.
That's 6, right?
Yeah, that's a 6. Yeah.
I mean, I already have another one, but you're not doing anything for me. Get out of here. You're not welcome here.
Choice. Similarly, this doesn't really connect anywhere, so I'm going to toss that.
Ooh. I need to look at the reference sheet.
That is an east wind.
Hmm?
That is an east wind.
What I just drew? This one?
Yeah. No, the wait.
Yeah.
So the one you just picked up is the 5.
Oh, I didn't see
sorry,
it.
I
didn't
reordered them almost immediately.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see her picking up the.
Oh, and the other ones are 9s. I guess I'll still do it.
Okay, yeah, I'll pick mine up. Oh, it's another. It's another one of these.
Nice.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Wonder what I get. Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah, don't be surprised
Yeah.
the wall gives you something you don't need, because it often does that at the worst times.
Yeah.
So in my case, this one connects over here with the 8s. I guess I can remove the 6, because then I have this sequence here, 4, 5, 6.
Mhm. That is a 5.
For those of you in my chat, you'll notice the numbers
so
at the
is
bottom.
there? Does it? I'm just curious. Why is one of my 5 pins all red and the other not all red? Is that meaningful in any way?
Not right now. It will be later when I explain what Dora is, but just for reference here, it's worth extra points.
Hmm.
Okay.
But we're not considering Dora at the moment, so
And that is.
So I take from the shaded one down here, right? I can barely
Yes.
see
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
actually it's not strictly true. We are going to be scoring these hands normally, so Dora will have some impact, but don't let it influence your decisions right now.
Yeah.
That's a 5.
Correct.
I got something going on here.
Yeah, and I also noticed that Hessel's 5 also has the same like red coloring as the pins.
Yeah. So
that, Bell has.
yeah. So in this set that we're using right now, there are each of the suits have a red 5. So there are 3 black 5s and 1 red 5. Some sets don't have any red 5s. Some sets have 2 red 5s for the circles, and then just 1 for the others. But in the most common rule sets, competition-wise, you'll see only 1 red 5.
Okay. I think it was Bell's turn.
Yes.
Okay.
I discarded this one.
Um, and
By the way, well, you can select by dragging, and then I can move a bunch of tiles at once.
oh,
Yeah.
well, that's nice. You saw me adjusting them one at a time.
Yeah.
No, Bell, you have to put in the hard work. You can't just skip it like that. Come on. I think that, so. I have 2 pair. I want pairs, right? At least 1 or something like that.
Yeah, you want to have at least 1 pair, but you already have one here on the 9. So you could choose to keep this one. Or if you reorder this so that you have all the ones, or like in numerical order, you might see a different pattern.
Yeah.
I mean, so do I want? I want 3 of a kind, right?
It is a usable set, yes.
It seems more flexible than this one. So goodbye.
Sure. So this is a 2 here, it fits in very nicely over here. Then I gotta figure out what to remove. I guess I can remove this one. Actually, no, this is probably my pair here. So this is probably less flexible. I feel like I was gonna eat me out for that one. Or chew me out, sorry, chew me out.
That's a 5.
Still.
My God. I keep on getting bamboos even though I don't need them.
Welcome to Mahjong.
Yeah.
This is
Just
south.
keep on getting all of
Yes.
the unwanted pieces.
I don't think I need it. So goodbye.
Yeah, it is, you don't have any other souths, so in this case, it's best to just remove it. And then we have this one, which also doesn't disconnect.
That's 4. Alright, this is
Starting to look more through the discard pile and realize that maybe some I've done is mistakes.
yeah. I mean, we are playing with open hands, but normally everyone's hands would be concealed, so you wouldn't know.
You can see what other people discard no matter what, right? It's only
Yeah.
in their hand. It's hidden.
Yeah, you can't see their hand, but you can see their discard pile, and it's through the visible discard pile that you can like see what you what you have, like what your options are. And that's where the strategy comes in.
And sometimes, the wall just gives you these, right? So you have the 5, 4, and 3. You could have made a set out of that, but at the time, you didn't have it.
Yeah.
So you made the best decision that you could at the time with the information that you had.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Nice. All right. So this slots in very nicely here, which means I'm waiting to win. If I discard this one, here I'm waiting on another 9 or a 6 because I have a set like this, a sequence, so 7, 8, 9, and then I'm waiting on the 6 or the 9 here. In this case, I'm ready to go, so I'm going to take a stick from my points pile. You press space to show your points.
Okay, press space.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
And then I am going to declare riichi, and then put a stick in the middle. So what this means is that I can no longer change my hand, and as soon as the 6 or the 9 comes out, I can call a win. Or if I draw it myself.
Yeah.
Wait. So even if someone else draws the 6 or 9, you win.
Yeah.
And they
So
discard
if
it.
they draw this, yeah.
Oh, and they discard it. Oh.
Yeah.
Guys, I think
The strategic game is right there.
So you don't actually need to have all your sets. You just need to set yourself up to a point where you only need one
Yeah.
Yeah.
to finish your entire hand,
Yeah.
and then that one can basically be drawn by anyone,
Anyone.
not even you, and then you
Yeah.
you win. Okay.
And if they discard it.
Yeah, so a very common defense strategy among higher level players is they can kind of tell what you might need, and then they'll intentionally bail their hands so that they don't deal into yours.
Hmm.
See.
We're not going to go for that level of strategy here, but it is something that people do.
Yeah. We're just working on the very basics.
Wait, I need to discard.
Oh, wait, Jellycode makes a good point. I need to discard that sideways.
Yeah.
So when you declare riichi, your riichi discard is sideways. So you call riichi out loud, you discard the tile sideways, and then you put the stick in.
like bingo.
Bingo.
Not bingo.
Hi, Celestia. Thank you for following me on Twitter.
More likely to get.
Celestia.
Sorry, I'm doing some quick analysis. Okay, that's not happening. Alright.
So Jellycode makes another good point here. It's not quite like bingo, but it's more like calling Uno.
Yeah.
It's unlike bingo.
All right. So, for the sake of demonstration, and because I actually like set things up, I'm going to make myself a sacrificial lamb for this demonstration.
Alright. So, because you had discarded a 6 and I need a 6, I would normally, because this would be hidden, I would show my hand. Declare Ron. So Ron, R-O-N, is the call to say a win off somebody's discard. Then you show your hand, you leave the tile where it is, and in this case, because I call riichi, I get access to the what's called the Uradora. I can select this there. Nice. Just do it. Come on.
It's
Alright, we're
so
gonna put it
hard
over
to-
here.
It's so hard to get the bottom tiles on that.
Yeah. So the tile over here is the door indicator. We'll go over that in a bit. But just as a, it does give you extra points. So what do we have here? I have, so for the purpose of demonstration here, I'm going to take it, but normally you don't. I have the 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, and then 6, 6 as the pair. Lure, do you want to try scoring this?
Oh boy. Okay.
Just to explain the scoring system for you and for chat here, you will be looking at the hands. So in the second page will be the hand values in the right column. So you gotta know which yaku this is, and then for the fu, so you have the Han values and the fu. The fu will be based on what I have in the hand, and that'll be on the table to the right of the scoring table, labeled fu, on the first page. And then you use both of those together to look at the table, the big table on the first page, and come up with a number.
Okay. Okay. This is gonna be very interesting. I'm gonna embarrass myself live on stream trying to figure this out. Trying to figure this
You
out.
might feel embarrassed, but he said words and they went in one ear out the other for me in terms of.
Yeah. I mean,
Going
I'm looking at the back of this reference sheet where all of the different stuff is, and it's like, okay, I need to look at like I see the words, but I also need to pay attention to the descriptions as well, so that way I know what I'm getting myself into. Okay, so we have one sequence, two sequence.
So I'm just gonna make it easier for you. This is the tile that I went off of.
Yeah, two sequence, three sequence, four sequence, so four sequences and a pair. So four sequences in a pair, two of which they're of two different. So let's take a. Only sequences, two-sided wave pairs, not yaku. Two identical sequences, none. Okay, so none of the sequences. Same sequence in suit. Nope. Alright. Not one suit. Two pairs of identical sequences, but So if it's just a if it's just a normal sequence, then, or like if it doesn't like have any of those like like those requirements, then I guess it's just Oh boy.
How do we make it easier for now? I can say what I have in my hand, and then you can just figure out the numbers.
Yeah.
And then we can have you go on for like figure out what the actual hand is. That's later on. So I have riichi here. I have ipatsu because I haven't had my second turn yet after calling riichi. I have pinfu, which is under sequences, because these are all sequences. My weight is a double-sided weight, and the pair is not a yakuhai pair. I think that's it. I don't have Tanya because I have the 9 here.
So it's just riichi, ipatsu, and pinfu.
Yes.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and then after that, so these numbers, like one, like riichi 1, ipatsu 1, pinfu 1, that's 3, and then you just add that up, I guess.
Yeah, so you add those up. Those are your Han values. So this hand is worth 3 Han. And then you have the Fu, which are the mini points. You'll look at the table on the first page for that one.
Okay, so that's three Han, and then Fu hand based, closed run, so that's 30. So that's 30. Not a yakuhai, not a pair weight. So that's 30. Technically, the like riichi would imply concealed, right?
So this would be concealed set. Set here being the terminology here is a little bit confusing, but it only refers to triplets and quads. Sequences don't generate any fu.
Okay. So that would just be 30, and then for weights, what's the difference between an edge weight and a middle weight?
So an edge weight here is, for example, if I had a 8 and 9, the edge weight here would be the 7. Whereas the middle weight would be if I had a 7 and 9, the middle weight would be the 8.
Okay, so that's an edge. Okay, hand base, close runs, that's 30. Edge weight, 32. Like
Oh, I
32.
don't actually have an edge weight here because this was at 6.
Oh. Oh, so it's just 30. So I guess it's just 30 in this case?
Yep, 30.
Hmm.
And then you can go ahead and look in the table.
Okay, 30, and you're, say, so 3 Han, 30 Fu, and that's what you take 58. Take 5,800 points from me.
Yes. So you can go ahead and dish that out.
Alright, so that is...
You can put it on your right side here, so over here.
So that is 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, I think that is correct. Thank you.
Yeah.
And go
Enjoy
ahead and
your
sort
points.
Well, and I take this one as well. You don't have, the rest of you don't have to worry about scoring. We'll
Okay.
score for you.
Okay.
Alright, Hessel, the goal is to to put together a winning hand before the end of the
That sounds good to me,
We need to
Breakabelle.
win.
Breakabelle, we got it.
Doesn't
We
matter how
got.
many points. We
Yeah,
just
We
need
got
to
it.
win.
that's also the pain. That's also the pain of playing, actually trying to play this game for score. If you get none, you feel the pain. It's like,
Yeah, so the way that works is that if you win off someone's discards, almost always they're responsible for the entire worth of the hand. If somebody draws their winning tile themselves, called sumo, everyone pays.
yeah,
Oh, so you're literally taking their money, or their points from them. You're stealing.
Their
Yeah.
lunch money.
give me your lunch money, mate.
Mate? Why are they British?
Yeah, Jellycoat here mentions
Let's go
that.
again.
Yeah, Jellycoat here mentions that everyone is doing fairly well. Everyone is one away from ready. So I think, yeah. So I think you all need one tile before you're ready to win. Yeah. Okay. Any questions so far? Anything confusing? Is this okay?
I mean, so there's no sequences with the winds and dragons. So they are only good if you get basically 3 of a kind.
Exactly.
Doesn't that make them like really bad?
A little bit. You can still
Like,
use them for pairs. But yeah, they're definitely a lot less useful in terms of making hands. But they can be worth more, depending on what the type is. So we're going to play again another hand where we're going to be doing just riichi. But this time, do you want to play closed? Or do you want to keep
Sure.
it open?
As
We
long
could
as
try
you guys
closed.
are going to be patient with me while I go through the chart trying to figure out what number I'm looking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Everyone goes through that.
Yeah. And there's always the Discord for the reference.
All right. I am still dealer because I won as dealer. So whenever the dealer wins, the dealer repeats. So I'll give you some time to go ahead and sort your hands.
Okie dokie.
And yeah, I mean, if you need to ask what a tile is, feel free to show the tile as well. Everyone else just has to pretend that they didn't see it.
Yeah.
I'm very good at pretending.
And so for those of you who do not have multiple POVs up, if you want to see everyone else's hands, everyone is streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. And everyone's links, everyone should be linked in everyone's descriptions probably, or at least in the titles. So go ahead and check everyone out and give them all follows.
Yeah. So
Make sure you guys tell them what my hands are in their chats. That's what you should be doing.
Warn me what tile they need to win so I can not discard it.
Back. You know what? I'm gonna go on my Twitch right now and just change it to backseating. Okay.
Backseating only, actually. You can only talk through backseating.
I'm gonna go ahead and discard if everyone's ready.
Yep.
And
Oh, no,
wait,
they're
it's
over
this
here.
side. This side. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Okay. Ooh. Okay.
So this side.
This side, yes. Jellicode here mentions he made the mistake of having everyone's sound on at the same time. You'll probably only want one person's sound.
I would not recommend that. You'll hear me 4
Yeah.
times.
You don't want to hear 4 Breakabelles?
Might be funny. Alright, what do we got? Check it. Read and wheat, boys. It's like poker, right?
A little bit.
It's not unlike poker.
Yeah, Mahjong does, or rather Japanese Mahjong does tend to be compared to poker sometimes because of the way poker has the different
Does
kinds of
feel
hands.
sort of- yeah.
Yeah. And then Mahjong also has different kinds of
Yeah.
hands.
Um,
You're all going at a very good pace, by the way. A lot of times when we play with beginners, they tend to take a really long time trying to think of what to discard, or even to
Yeah.
draw. So the fact,
Oh,
yeah, you never have to think about if you have to draw. But yeah,
I don't know, man.
we're all going at a very good pace here.
it's like
If I
saying.
If I slow down enough, I can annoy my enemies into submission.
Oh my god! Please don't.
Advanced tactics. Psychological warfare. I only need 1 pair, right?
You only need one pair
Okay.
Yeah.
with an
One pair and
asterisk.
everything else can either.
What?
With an asterisk.
Yeah, it's for our purposes
okay.
here, just
No,
one
no.
pair. The asterisk here is that there are certain hands where they don't conform to the 4 sets in a pair. We're not there yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they usually come
Very-
up when teaching, so we'll see.
Very highly advanced
Oh.
techniques.
The Mahjong tech. Love to see it. Get this out of here.
Nice.
So another thing I should probably mention is that because see, you know how we're playing we usually play with closed hands in like a normal game of mahjong. The only way that you can extrapolate what tiles are left on the field is also based on what's discarded. So like, say for instance, I see these 2 eastern winds, so that tells me that there's only like either someone has another eastern wind or there's only 1 eastern wind left in the draw pile.
But there are 4 of each tile, so 2 distributed across places.
Yeah.
I
If
assume
you-
he's saying because he knows he has one is what I got out of that conclusion.
Well,
Well,
that was weird. I think my computer was acting up again.
it's fine.
Yeah,
It's
my computer sounds like a helicopter taking off right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, no, that's not the issue. I've told Penbu
Well-
about this one before, but it occasionally removes focus from any window. It's very annoying. And also just randomly clicks. I should
Yeah.
really do a malware sweep.
That would be a good idea.
I'm at
My favorite.
a weird point. Strategically.
I don't know what this one is, so I'm getting rid of it.
That's
That
the,
is a one of bamboo.
Okay.
and like I said
for me.
before, that it's like that to prevent cheating. Because if you only have just the one, it may be easy to modify.
Interesting.
I put the reference on my OBS so I can just look at my OBS
Get
screen
them all together.
for the numbers. It's working
Yeah.
wonders. Yes. Me and chat, we're one. We're together on this. It's one struggle. I mean, but
Yeah, so for those of you watching my stream, I have the numbers over on the lower left corner, in case you're wondering what those characters were.
Riichi technically is a closed hand. I mean, yeah, but like the previous game, we had open hands just for demonstration purposes. Wait a minute.
I think this smells bad.
This is one of bamboo, right? This
Yes.
one's the one that we.
Oh, not from there.
Oh.
Common mistake. Yeah, drawing from the wrong wall is something that happens even at tournaments, so it's
Are there usually like I do know there's like penalty like
I'm good hands, what you telling me.
on a tournament scale there's like penalties.
yeah.
When
So
it
there
comes to-
are certain penalties. Drawing from the wrong wall usually isn't penalized unless you're doing it deliberately. It's usually just correct the mistake and go on.
Yeah.
But it does depend on
Nice.
the rule set, I think. If you have really strict penalties, it might. But there are also varying degrees of penalties as well.
So I have a very interesting case. Can I call Tsumo?
Did you complete your hand?
Yes.
Yes. So Tsumo
Oh.
with a closed hand. Of course it comes up. Nice. So
That just pairs everywhere. Oh,
Lura, do you want to explain?
So I got so this is a so I ended up getting a special hand called a Chi Toy, which is 7 unique pairs.
Yeah, so it's
And
funny
that-
how we mentioned it, because earlier we said that the asterisk is sometimes hands don't conform to the 4 sets in a pair. This is one of them.
Funny how it all comes together.
But yeah, so
I am.
go ahead.
Sorry, I am processing something now that I think about it. You said you could have a set of 3 or a set of 4, right?
Correct.
But if
Yeah.
you have a set of 4, doesn't that like decimate your ability to have the other? You don't have the right amount of tiles in your hand.
That is a good observation. And if you look on your sheets, you're in the first page you have you have the sequence for a kan. So that would be the second column underneath the all calls. So you announce the call, you arrange the tiles, you reveal the Kandora, which would have been this one here, and then you draw a tile from the dead wall. So instead of drawing from the end that we usually do, you draw an additional tile as a replacement from the other side.
Oh, so if you basically you show people that you have 4 of a kind, and then you get to pick another tile. That
Correct.
might Okay.
So, Lura, since you won, what is this for?
Okay, so Chi Toy gives 2 Han. Gives 2 Han. I don't think I had anything else because I did not declare riichi.
You
So-
have men's and sumo.
Men's and sumo, so that's 3.
Yeah, so men's and sumo here is another one of those winning conditions where if you have a closed hand and you draw the tile yourself, even if you didn't call riichi, you can still call a win.
It's men's and sumo. So that is 3 Han and Hu. So hand base sumo, that's 22. What's double win? Oh, wait, 20 sumo.
Yeah,
so
so
that's
I'm gonna
22.
stop you there. 7 pairs is always 25. So if you look at the
Oh, it's all.
there's a segment
Oh.
on the right side that says 7 pairs is always
Ah.
25.
Okay. So 25, and that's rounded up to 30.
No, so it is 25 flat.
Oh. Wait, then what's the rounding up to next 10? Oh, except 7 pairs.
Except 7 pairs, yeah.
Wow.
So if
Okay.
he's supposed to get... Wait. How many points is he supposed to get? Is it 25 is the points he gets?
25 is the mini points he gets from the hand. He's just about to calculate the actual score that he gets from everyone.
Oh, okay.
Okay, 7 pairs for non-dealer, 3 Han.
Is it possible to just start with the winning hand?
It is. That's called a... If you're dealer, it's called a tenho, and if you're a non-dealer, it's called chiho. That is worth the maximum number of points, called a yakuman.
Ha!
So that only gets me 800?
So 800 from the non-dealers, and then 1600 from the dealer. So I have to pay you
Yeah.
out 1600, and then everyone else pays 800.
Ah.
So in terms of scoring here, the green one is a 500, and the white ones are the 100s. Blues are 1000s, yellows are 5000s, red is 10,000s. And don't worry about the black ones.
Where do I put them?
On the right,
Being nuts.
yeah, so in your
So,
case, over
right here. And
Oh, okay.
Wait, am I supposed to be doing something?
here. Yeah, so you also
Yeah,
need to
one
give
green one
800.
and 3 white ones, I think, right? Because 800?
Yeah, or you can give one of the blue ones, and then Lyra can give you 2 back and change.
yeah, it depends on like if you're missing any, but like if you have them, then
Oh, actually, sorry, there's one more thing. We did do a dealer repeat, so everyone else has to give an extra 100.
Everyone besides the dealer?
Everyone, except for the
Everyone.
one who won.
alright, and then I just take all of these and put them in my
Yep.
like so. And then I'll just sort it later. Okay.
Okay, very good. Alright. So now everyone has all that's done. Dealership rotates because I did not win. I was the dealer. So Belle gets to press the deal button. Oh, no, so that stays here. That tells me.
Right? That stays with you?
Yeah, so this tells us who is the first dealer and what the round wind is. So in this case, the east.
Oh.
So you can go ahead and press the deal button.
And I clicked it.
Oh, you have to press and hold, and then release.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Oh, boy.
if everyone's comfortable with riichi, and doing all the closed hand stuff, we can move on to learn one of the other easy yaku, called yakuhai. So if you pull up your sheet again, down in honors at the bottom right side, there is the bolded and italicized text called yakuhai. It's the first one there. It is a set of dragons or round and seat wind. So what this means is that if you get any triplet or quad of the dragons, that counts as a winning. That counts towards your winning hand. If you get a round wind, that also counts, and if you get the sea wind, that also counts. And each set that you do of those, it is counted as an individual set. So what does it mean? Sorry, go ahead.
So what's a round or seat wind?
Good question.
Sorry.
So if you look on the round wind indicator that I have here, this orange thing tells us what the round wind is. You start off with east, and then the second half of the game goes to south. And then in rare cases you might end up with west. But in this case, for ours, it is east. And then your seat wind is the wind you are at your seat. So everyone is assigned a wind. Dealer gets east, and then counterclockwise from there is south, west, and then north. Bella, you are the dealer, so you get east. And if you need to remember what that order is, you can go ahead and look in your sheet at the top. It has the order there. So I'll give you time to sort your hands.
Man, it's really funny how it just so happened to like end up getting Chi-Toy when we mentioned the whole asterisk pairs thing.
Oh, trust me, it always happens whenever you teach someone.
It's the funniest possible outcome, so of course it happens.
Yeah. It's like, oh, it's like this tutorial wanted me to get a special hand.
I will add another mechanic here. So earlier I mentioned that there are cases where you can take other people's discards, and for what we have here, if you have a pair or a triplet of one of the Yakuhai tiles, so either the dragon or this round or seat wind, you can call pawn. And if you want to look at that, that is the first one in the list of calls on the first page. So you announce the pawn, you reveal the two tiles that are in your hand, then you discard, and then you take the tiles and arrange them. If somebody gets that, I'll show you how to arrange them.
That's only if that's their most like immediate discard, though.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when everyone is ready... Oh, actually, I'll also mention... I guess I can mention Dora here. The Dora, if you look on your sheet, you notice how some of them have thick arrows and some of them have thin arrows. This is what's called the Dora indicator, the one that is displayed in the wall. The next tile over is what's Dora. So that is, if you have it in your winning hand, that is worth extra points.
Ooh.
But it's just bonus points, right? It doesn't mechanically change how we play.
Mechanically, no. Strategically, we aren't going to really consider too much here, but know that strategically, because they're extra points, some people might consider it to be more dangerous because other people might be holding on to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Jellycode here puts some good points because Bella's seat in the East round. For you, only East can be used for Yakuhai, while everyone else has the two wins that they can work off. But for you, because both the seat wind and the round wind, it's worth double for you.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then the riichi and sumo both still apply. So if you don't open your hands, and you don't have to open your hands, even if you do, if somebody does discard one, and you just have it as an option, you can still go for riichi and sumo, or Chi-Toy in this case, if you have that too.
So many words.
Yeah, it is a lot of terminology.
One of these days I'm gonna make sense in my head.
Yeah, it's just a lot of exposure. The online client, so Mahjong Soul, will generally give you the English terms. If you play on Tenho, there is a translation app or translation add-on that you can use for your browser. But yeah, people in real life, IRL, will generally be using the Japanese terms.
Yeah.
So it's good to know them.
And especially if you play the Japanese version of these games, they will say those terms.
So Bella, it is your turn, so you can go ahead and draw.
I'm here, right? This
Yes.
is the... Okay. Let's see. Very interesting. Ba, 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 ba.
Yes, indeed. Yes, of course. I should have guessed. Of course, of course.
But of course.
How could I be such a fool? It was so obvious. I see where this is going.
See how it's going a lot faster now that we know what we're getting at.
Bella's 2 tiles away from winning.
Things are spicy. You guys
gotta
can
check
tell
this
I'm really
out.
good at poker.
Oh hey!
Fun for you.
Well, so much for Eastern wins.
Ah, we don't need it.
Yeah, I don't need it. No one
Okay.
needs-
I don't want. I didn't want it anyway.
We didn't want the winds to blow eastward anyway.
What's the point? I don't get it. Yeah, get out of here.
It's a clear sunny day, no winds here.
Oh, there's still wind on a good day. There is no more pressure. There is no more wind. Therefore, I win. That does not rhyme.
Close enough.
Slam poetry on stream. Don't try it. Not even once.
Nope. It always ends in a disaster.
It's funny disaster though.
Definitely.
Feel your situation would be.
You just thinking about what you want to discard.
Yeah.
I think that's how the game works.
Yeah, it's all part of the strategy, man.
It's crazy. Since when have games had strategy? Who did that?
I like head empty games.
Uh,
Let's just play war.
I love war.
No thoughts, head empty games is like playing the American
American.
Mahjong.
I maybe. So just for context here, American Mahjong, instead of having all these different hand types you can make, where it's 4 sets in a pair, they dictate like the specific hand shapes that you can do, and those hand types and stuff, they change every year. So you have to buy a card from the national organization that does it, and
Excuse me, did you say they change every year?
you have to buy it. Yes.
What?
Why would you put like a physical subscription on Mahjong games? What the heck? You gotta buy the Mahjong set every year to keep up to date. Wow.
Sorry, your subscription to Mahjong has run out. Please subscribe again for further.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
part of the reason why there is this subscription is because a lot of the hands have the year in it. So like 2024 would have been on this card, where you have a 2, the White Dragon, another 2 and a 4 of the same suits as part of your hand.
Why would you engrave the year that you made the Mahjong tiles onto?
It's called planned obsolescence. It's an advanced business tactic.
With the riichi Mahjong, you could use your grandma's old Mahjong set. It'll be just fine.
To be clear though, the tiles all stay the same, so you don't have to buy tiles every year. It's just the card that with all the different hands you can make. But I wouldn't be surprised if they had sold sets that you have to change every year.
I'm cursed.
Nice.
Maybe should have held on to that, giving you guys some hope that maybe you might get the green dragon.
Yeah. I do.
No more hope.
Never hope.
Lasciate ogni speranza voi chantant.
Pourquoi?
Those were definitely words.
No, they weren't. It was Italian.
You heard it here first, folks. Italian language doesn't use words.
Indeed, they use phonemes.
What are words?
Last time I checked, something someone made up like 3,000 years ago. Wait, definitely further back than that.
I remember way back in the day, we just communicate to each other with special grunts, like Link from The Legend of Zelda. Yeah.
Imagine being watching a diplomatic meeting in like Babylon, and they're just going, yeah, yo, and it's about like taxes or something. You know, sometimes I think my tax man communicates with me in grunts, but it's either here or there.
Hope somebody has this so we can demonstrate the thing.
The thing?
The thing?
The new mechanic. Nobody does. All right.
Boom. Bum.
Hmm.
Bum, da, boo, da, bum, da.
There we go. Thanks, Wall.
Yeah!
I guess we're not demonstrating the door mechanics this
Join the
round.
club!
It's my turn, right?
Yes.
You're joking.
Is it possible to run out of tiles?
It is.
Yeah.
And that happens a lot more frequently in Japanese Mahjong than in other variants because of the way you have to make certain hands. And so if that happens, then we will learn how to do that.
Fascinating.
Fine. Riichi.
All right. So turn this one sideways. You can just press F on it. And then put a stick in the middle, the blue one.
The blue stick.
Blue one.
Very good.
Strategy is already the strategic game has already begun. Gotta be careful now.
You know what? As the generation says, full send.
Wait, so do I still draw, or am I?
Yeah,
do
you
I
you still
count?
draw. You just can't. You just have to wait until you get the tile that you need.
Yeah, so you can't discard anything from your existing hand. So either you win off the one that you drew, or you discard it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Boop.
She's discarding a lot of bamboo. Sometimes she doesn't want it.
That's good strategy.
I think I'm just collecting these.
Alright, so
Wait,
the last tiles are going to be over here. Once we exhaust these, they're done. So go ahead, you had a question?
Sorry, I was just checking the number of the tiles being discarded. Oh, I think I have it.
Okay, so if that's the tile that
Quickly
you...
organized.
Yeah, so if that's the tile that you need, then you reveal the tile and the rest of your hand. Called sumo, sorry. It's called sumo, and then you reveal your hand.
Sumo. So that's set 1.
Yep.
Set 2. Set 3. Set 4, I think, is this.
Okay.
Right, that's 5, 6, 7. And
Yep.
then here's my pair.
And there's your pair, very good. That is a valid hand. And you won off the 5?
I won off the 5.
Okay.
So that's the
Yeah,
five.
which the 5. Yeah, the 5.
Alright. So I'll go ahead and do the scoring for you. So you call riichi. This is... I think that's just riichi, actually.
Yeah.
And then you have one Dora here. Oh, you also need to, because you call riichi, you take these tiles here. Take this one and then the one underneath, and then show us what the one underneath is.
This one, and then the one underneath.
Oh, you got extra points. So the one underneath is something you access when you call riichi. It's called the Urda Dora, meaning under Dora. And as with the Dora indicator, the regular one, you also look at the next one in the sequence. So this is a 5, the Dora is a 5. You have a 5 right there.
Hmm.
So that's why
Wait,
it's...
so do I only access this after I win, or do I access it as soon as I call riichi?
So after you win, and only if you call riichi.
Okay.
If you win without calling riichi, then you don't access the bottom one. So this is Dora here, and that's Dora there, so that's 3 Han. This is a closed hand, and it was a... Sorry, the 5 you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is... I think that is just 330. Jellicoe, let me know if I'm wrong. But 330 on, and we actually forgot to reset the home bus, so that gets reset there. 330 is 39... Oh no, it's sumo, right?
Yeah.
So 1,000, 2,000. Oh, no, he's right. It's sumo, so that's +2, so that's actually 340. Yes, 340, so that's 1,300 and 2,600. Oh, but you're dealer, so that's actually 2,600 all. Okay, it's 2,600
So 2,600 from all of us.
from everyone.
Yeah, bot.
Wait. That sounds like a lot of points.
Oh, wait, hold up. I missed something. Riichi Tsumo... That's right, it's 430 food. You get even more points. 3,900 all.
It's 'cause I'm
3,000...
the best, Hessel.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
So that's 3,900.
Jesus Christ Almighty.
So I'm gonna give one of these, and then Bill can just give me change.
Wait,
We
what
need to change. I have plenty of
Is that-
ones.
5K is what you're... Is that what the yellow is?
This is 5,000, yes. So I think
And you owe me 3,900, so I need to give you 1,100 back?
that sounds about right. Yeah.
Oh, can you make
Which
change
one
for me
is-
too?
Which one is 1K?
The 1,000, or sorry, the blue.
Blue is 1K?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my
Nah.
god.
that.
So, hello,
Damn.
welcome.
Money.
I don't know if I have means to make more change. I'm literally out of hundreds.
I mean, Lure here has
Just
a bunch,
take
so.
take this from me.
Okay.
I have more where that came from if you need change.
Okay, and then this is change for Hessel.
Spare change, ma'am.
And then
Change.
you get your stick back as well because you won.
Wait,
So-
so if I call riichi and I don't win, I lose the stick.
Yes.
In addition to my payment?
So you, if you have
Or
to
it
pay
just
out.
contributes to whatever my pay. Okay.
Yeah. So the middle is what's called the pot. So every riichi stick that gets put in when somebody calls riichi goes into the pot, and then whoever wins gains the pot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
1 second. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
It's getting wild.
Organizing your. Are
So
you
what was that?
organized? You
What was that?
organizing your money pile?
My money is thoroughly organized. Don't worry. I'm always looking at that sack. Don't worry about it. So what was that? The special mechanic you were talking about?
So that is called pawn, and it allows you to get steal a set, or sorry, create a set if you have an incomplete set off someone's
Yeah.
discard. So once Bell's back, I
So-
will explain other. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so if it's like someone discards something and then you have an incomplete set, you can take it, or
Yes.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can take it.
Right
But
now.
then that means you don't have. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. We were just
Ayo.
explaining about the new mechanic, the other mechanics of taking someone's tiles from their discard to complete a set of yours.
So, for example, just to demonstrate here, I have a pair of sevens. Say Hessel had discarded this 7 here. I can call pawn, and then I would discard something, and then I would take these tiles, put them off to the side, and then take that discard and then turn the tile towards the person who I discarded, or who discarded that tile. So if Hessel discarded, it would be this one. If Lure discarded, it would be this one because he's across from me. And if Bell had discarded, it would be on the right side.
Yeah.
mm.
And so this allows you to make complete sets out of incomplete sets in your hand off someone's discard.
Yeah.
And you can do that immediately. Anytime that someone discards something that gives you a set?
For
Yeah.
triplets and
Or-
quads.
Okay, not for sequences. Okay.
Yeah, for sequences,
but-
you're only restricted to getting it from the person on the left. Otherwise, it'd be too easy.
Yeah.
Sequences you can get from the person on the left.
Yes.
Yeah. So
And
the
only-
person
Not
that
from
just
the others.
immediately.
Okay.
Yeah. So that the person that just immediately went after you, essentially.
But you can win
Before you.
before, yeah. But you can win if you claim it to win. You can win off anyone. So even if it completes a sequence, you can still win off anyone. And so that's
If you claim from someone's discard, do you also have to discard one of your own?
yes,
Or is that just like an extra? Okay.
yeah. So
Okay.
instead of drawing a tile, if you claim someone's discard, that becomes a tile that you quote unquote drew, and then you discard. So earlier we were playing with just being able to pawn on the Yakuhai tiles, but this time we are going to actually before we do that, does anyone have any questions on Yakuhai? I know we didn't really get to see it here.
Wait, which one's Yakuhai? It's
The first one under honors. It's the round win, seat win, or the dragons.
These are usually like really hard hands to like try to form, aren't they?
Yakuhai is actually one of the easier ones, because you only need one set for it to count.
Oh.
Yeah, so riichi is really easy because all you have to do is keep your hand closed and draw everything.
Mhm.
Yakuhai is really easy because you just need one of the dragons or round win or seat win that's like 6 out of the, or sorry, 5 out of the 7. Math right? Yeah, I think that's whatever. 5 out of the 7 honor tiles. And then the next one we're going to be learning is Tanyao, which is also really easy. So that's under terminals. If you go up a little bit in the sheet, the one that is bolded and italicized, you'll notice that all the ones that are considered beginner friendly are italicized and bolded. So in this case, no terminals or honors, so no dragons, no wins, and no 1s and 9s. If your hand is composed only of those tiles, and you still have your 4 sets in a pair or your 7 pairs, that counts as Tanyao. Any questions about that?
Not a question, but one of my lure mates is getting really excited upon hearing dragons because he's a Komodo.
So interestingly, the tiles actually have nothing to do with dragons. Like this character here for the red, it means middle. The white is blank, and then this means fortune.
Yeah.
For some reason, whoever brought Mahjong to the West decided to call them dragons.
It's because dragons are cool.
It has a very Asian feel to it.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
so for clarity, you were just talking about Tanya, but Tanya is only an addendum to having your like 4 sets plus a pair, right? It's not. You still have to have 4 sets and a pair.
Correct.
It's just Tanya's like bonus points for these special conditions. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So almost all hands have to have the 4 sets to pair, except for the 7 pairs, which we saw earlier, and another hand called 13 Orphans. You're probably not going to get that one. But the 13 Orphans is 1s and 9s of every suit, 1 of each honor tile, and then a duplicate of those. So very obviously not 4 sets in a pair. But if you do end up getting that and don't go for it, it's worth the maximum number of points. Yeah, come on. So
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah. So to demonstrate the Yakuhai here. So for example, if I get these ones here, am I missing something? I already have this set here. This is another set here. Say 2, 3, and does anyone have a 4?
I have a 4. Here's your 4.
All right. So this here, along with this one here, this counts as Tanya because I have no 1s, no 9s, and no honor tiles. We're going to enhance the mechanic that we learned earlier about claiming, and now we're going to add all claims. So you can pawn if you have 2, you can kind if you have 3, and you can chi if you have 2 tiles of a sequence. But the restriction here is you can only do that either if you're going for Yakuhai or if you're going for Tanya. And if you're going for Tanya, you have to make sure that you are absolutely going to get it. And technically speaking, you can, in regular play, you don't have this restriction. But generally, the strategy goes, and it's a good habit to form, is that you don't want to call, you want to keep your hand hidden unless you know that you have a Yaku. A lot of players, when they play online, they see the shiny button and they'll just click it. And then they find out that they don't have a Yaku, and they can't win.
Yeah. Because, they give you the option. It's like you click the shiny button. It's like, oh my god, I get to do thing. The only consequence is that, your hand is not completely concealed anymore. And you still have to make a hand.
You know what? Challenge run. Challenge run.
Yeah. Okay. Any questions? All right. Belle, did you win that one? I think you did.
Yep.
So you can go ahead and press deal again.
Okie dokie.
And then this one is the Dora. So now that we know what the door is, the next one in the sequence here is the 4 man, 4 characters. So if you have that in your hand, in your winning hand, that is worth extra points. Go ahead and sort your hands.
Sorting. Get your hands sorted.
You can't tell me what to do.
You're not my real dad.
You're not even my fake dad. Who are you?
Who are you?
That's what I'm saying.
Wait a minute. Who are you? Wait, I should probably add that to my soundboard one of these days.
Jellycoat here makes a big point. In short, Tanya uses only tiles from 2 to 8. There's another way of putting it.
Yeah.
If everyone's ready, Belle, you can go ahead.
Okie dokie.
Break it, Belle.
Boop. Boop.
Bonk.
The sounds are so satisfying. It's like
I know, right? I was just gonna say that. They're so crispy.
I had to make sure, like when I first started this, like when I first when we first were getting started here, I was wondering just like, what's that clicking sound? I keep it's from the it's from the auto table. So I made sure that there's a browser output so
I'm still
everyone
buffing
can
with the
hear
lazy way.
the crispy mahjong tiles. It's too bad we weren't able to like get like the shuffling sounds.
Sounds dreadful.
Just like how I remember my grandparents playing mahjong at house parties.
Do you know what kind of mahjong they played?
So they basically just played like a Chinese. I guess it was like a Chinese variant of mahjong. They didn't care much about scoring though. I think most of them just treated it as like a gambling game. It's like whoever wins, they just give money to the
Pretty
winner.
fun.
Winner takes all.
Yeah.
Yeah, or they just like set a bet and then like whoever wins, they just they instead of giving points, they give actual.
Wait, hold on. Real quick, if
What?
the tile he just put down completes 3 in a row, I can yoink that? Am I remembering that correctly?
You can.
Yeah.
But in your case, because you are east, unless you have some sort of other yaku in your hand, you may want to consider not doing that. So the question here is, do you have a set of east winds? Do you have a set of dragons already in your hand? Or are you very likely to get one?
Wait, Bella's east right now?
Yes. Nope, no, that stays here. So this tells you who is the first dealer.
Oh.
This little bar here
Wait, so
tells you who's
I
actually
can
dealer.
only yoink it if I'm going to get Yakuhai. Or you're saying I should only yoink it if I'm strongly thinking I'm going to get Yakuhai. Is that what I'm understanding?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna yoink it.
Don't touch me. Don't touch
I
my
mean, you
stuff,
can't-
Belle.
I mean, you can yoink it. It's just it probably wouldn't be a good
Not a
idea.
good plan. Not a good...
You could push the shiny button. You could push the shiny button at the expense of everyone getting very angry at you. It's like, why did you do that?
Just a little bit of trolling, okay?
We do a little bit.
A
We do a
minuscule.
little bit.
A minuscule amount.
Minuscule amount of trolling, if I do say so myself.
Indeed.
Humu, humu,
He's darn
that-
kitchen to get off my property.
Jellycoat here
Otherwise-
mentions that auto tables are real things and they are very cool to watch. There are videos
They're
online.
super cool to watch.
Dude, it's funny you mention auto tables because so I'm gonna be heading off to like a real life like arcade game meetup after this, and they recently announced that they got themselves like an actual auto table. So that's gonna be. It's funny how like they announced it, and we're also having this collab. So
Are they expensive?
It all works out.
do you
they're
think?
pretty. Yeah, they're rather expensive. I think one table's like $2,000 if I remember correctly, but they're very satisfying.
Yeah, I think the Chinese tables are a little bit easier to get a hold of. For the Japanese ones, now maybe it's a little bit. I'm a little biased here because we have certain electrical laws that prevents us from plugging in certain types of Japanese tables. So it's a little bit harder for us, but yeah. Well, we see Chinese tables everywhere. Well, I mean, not everywhere, but they're a lot more common.
Hmm.
Mmm.
Let's just keep making weird noises.
That's how we communicate. We were just over this.
Humma. Naruhodo.
I am the Glub Go Gab Galab. The shuffle. You know, I can do a really good Scatman John impression.
I'm a scat man.
Skibidi-bidi-bidi-bidi-do. Bo-bidi-do. Skibidi-bidi-bidi-bidi-do. I'm a Scatman. Wait, is it my turn?
No, it's not. I still have to.
Way
So sorry.
to the danger zone.
Yeah, I'm heading to the danger zone right now. I don't know what I'm doing.
That does tend to be dangerous.
Jellycode here
So
mentions high-end Japanese tables, particularly the Amos Rex 3, will run you about 8,500 USD plus shipping.
Oh, yeah. Drop in the bucket.
My God.
Wait, do I need this? Hold on. Let me take that. I keep looking at my guide and I keep forgetting it. Wait. We're good.
Ah.
We're all good.
It's all
Grucci is
nice and
what it
dandy.
said. Indeedly. Yes, indeedly. That's what I'm saying.
Hey.
How often do people run out of tiles without getting a winning hand?
Good question. I find it happens at least once per game. Sometimes a few more than that. I don't have any hard numbers, but maybe Jellycode has something to put you on the spot there.
That's evil, Penbu.
In terms of the terminology, when you do
Wait, it's
run
my
out
turn,
of
right?
yeah.
Right.
When you do run out of tiles in the wall, it's called ryukyoku. RYUUKYOKU.
Yes. In English, you'll often hear that translated as exhaustive draw.
Yeah.
What is this hand? Alright. Let's go with that. I got an answer from Jellycode here. I don't have any hard numbers, but I know that professional games tend to go to an exhaustive draw more often since they defend more.
Yeah.
More about denial than victory.
Japanese Mahjong has a lot of defense in it, compared to other variants.
But what does defense look?
Pulling out the Napoleonic tactics, get the artillery.
Yeah, well, to answer that question seriously, the reason why we have all these, all the discards in an orderly manner is because, so one strategy here, as you pointed out earlier, if they are discarding like all circles or all bamboo, they probably don't need that. But also, there is this concept called Furiten, which you'll run into way more than once during your Mahjong play, especially starting out, in that if anything in your discards can complete your hand, the 4 sets in a pair, even if you don't have a Yaku, you can't win off anyone else. You can only draw the tile yourself to win. So if
it
anyone
punishes you for discarding things that you would have needed in the future, or not having.
Yeah, exactly. So you want to try your best not to get in a situation where something in your discards would end up completing your hand.
Yeah.
And so that is one strategy there. So for example, if somebody is in riichi, then you know for sure that anything that they've discarded is safe. That's called genbutsu. And then as a special case for riichi, anything that anyone else has discarded after they call riichi for that player is also safe. Because if they didn't win off that tile, it means that they didn't need it.
I'm realizing I have a lot of junk in my hand right now.
Yeah.
Started paying attention. I'm holding on to that one for a while.
I think I remember playing a Mahjong game on... I think I remember playing like an arcade Mahjong game that was like the most backseaty Mahjong game I've ever had the fortune or misfortune to play. And you want to know how it's so backseaty? If you see a Dora and you discard a tile that could have been a Dora, the game will without fail always say, "Dang, that was a Dora." That was a Dora, translating to English. Or like if you draw a tile that will actually be helpful for your hand, they'll actually like pop up saying like, "This might be useful to you," translated to English.
What?
Yeah, it's so backseaty.
But you did say it was an
Interesting.
arcade game, right?
Yeah, it was an arcade game.
Yeah, you don't want people staying there for a long time.
Yeah.
Imagine being backseated by a robot.
Or in this case, it was a Japanese comedian. It's like it was a mahjong game themed after this one Japanese comedian, and he like backseats the hell out of you while you play.
Wow, you suck at this game.
Oh, what is this hand? Okay,
That's what I'm saying.
maybe I should push. No, maybe I shouldn't push.
I don't know.
Yeah, Jellicode here says defense is basically using the clues of your opponent's discards to figure out what they are or aren't waiting for, and then using that information to tell you what or what not to discard. That last part is somewhat important because as you get better at Mahjong, you start getting a feel of what ends up being dangerous, and once you start getting a sense of that, your instinct will tend to be discard it to find out if you're right. Which means you'll often end up dealing in.
I feel
So
like that's
that-
dangerous.
That is
Yeah.
that is indeed dangerous.
Yeah, just
So
walk forward and see if the mine is there.
Yeah, exactly. You get it, you get it.
So that's how it's like I've always wondered how shows like Saki could be like super thrilling, and it feels like you need to understand like the more broader strategic game of riichi mahjong in order to understand how shows like Saki could be like super interesting and thrilling to watch.
yeah, although Saki does have powers and stuff that make it more interesting too. So for those of you in chat or anyone in this call here who haven't heard of Saki, it is an anime where a bunch of girls play mahjong in a tournament. They all have superpowers. So, for example,
the best kind of
the
enemy.
the main character can call Khan and always draw the winning tile from the dead wall. Or for example, oh, do I do this? Maybe not. Maybe yes, actually. I'm gonna call riichi on that actually. I think I should have enough. Oh, wait, no, sorry, hold on. I can't. I don't have another. There is a rule here that says that you can't call riichi if you don't have another draw, and the wall ends here, so I can't call riichi. But yeah, and then another player tends to get all the Dora, for example.
Hmm.
And if they discard the Dora, they don't get any more Dora for the rest of the game.
So just to make sure, if you to make a set of 3, it wraps around, right? Like from 9 to 1.
Oh, it does not.
Okay, just making sure.
Wait, so what was that about not having another draw and not being able to call riichi? Am I not able to call riichi now?
You cannot because you don't have another draw. This is the last tile in the live wall.
Oh, okay.
So after this, assuming nobody wins off the discard, or if Lure doesn't, yeah, then we go to Kyoku. So here we start from the dealer, and if you are in Tenpai, if you're waiting to win, then you show your hands and you call Tenpai.
So that would be me because I was going to call riichi, right? And
Yes.
you because you were going to call riichi. So both of us have to show our hands?
Yeah, but in
Call
order.
Tenpai?
In order. So Belle, you can go first. You can show your hand and then
Okay.
call Tenpai. You can do the whole selection thing and
Well, what
do
if
it
I
all
want
once.
to go in order, huh?
You wanna- if
What
you wanna
I
do it,
wanna show
sure.
My sets in...
Bruh.
yeah.
Wow.
So this, yeah, I think that's Tenpai. You are also
No 10.
no 10. Okay, so normally you would hide your tiles. In
Oh,
this case-
no 10 doesn't show.
So there is a strategy actually where, in some very rare cases, you can call no 10 even if you are Tenpai, depending on whether you want the dealership to rotate or if you want certain points to go certain places. But in general, if you're a Tenpai, you're going to want to call that you're Tenpai. Hessel, what about you?
What?
Are you waiting to win?
No.
Okay, so you can call no 10 and hide your tiles.
Okay.
No 10.
And then
No
I
10.
am also a
You got
Tenpai. So the way this goes is that the ones who are in Tenpai, or sorry, not Tenpai, puts 3,000 in total into the pot, and then the people in Tenpai split that 3,000. So for 2 and 2 here, that's 1,500 each from the no 10 people, and then we just get that, and Belle and I will split that 1,500.
So I bring up 1,500 for mine.
And 1,500 for mine.
The
That's
white
correct.
sticks.
We, as waiting to winners, basically just bully and steal money from the not waiting to winners.
Pretty much.
Can anyone make some change for 500?
Yep, so you can check that.
Yay!
Just make sure that you have okay, so you all still have riichi 6 left. You got to make sure that you are able to riichi. So if in the case that you end up in a situation where you don't have any blue sticks left, let us know and we can make change for you.
Yeah.
So Belle, these are yours.
Awesome.
Take them.
All right. And
Hemorrhaging.
because Belle is Tenpai, and we reached to Ryukyoku, she goes again as dealer.
Okie dokie.
Yay.
She's hacking. Calling it now.
It's because I'm the best.
Oh, really?
So this
The
is
best at cheating.
So this is South
Exactly.
2 or
No, we're still in East
we're
2
still
actually.
East?
Yeah.
Oh.
We haven't gone around yet.
Yeah,
Do I introduce it?
I do remember that Mahjong games can be like pretty long.
Yeah.
How long does it go to?
So with people who know what they're doing, one entire game will tend to take like anywhere between half an hour to an hour. So I don't know, like maybe multiply that by 2 for people who don't know what they're doing.
Like us.
And wait, when does it end? Does it end when someone's points reach 0? Or does it end after a certain amount of rounds? Or
Yeah, so in many rule sets, if somebody reaches below 0, that ends the game. In some rule sets, it doesn't. Or the other time is if you reach South 4, and somebody has reached over, in this case, 30,000. Or rather, 30,000 or over. If nobody reaches 30,000, then it goes into the West round until somebody does.
Heaven forbid you play a digital Mahjong game and you get to see the debt right before your eyes.
So yeah, if everyone's good, then we can go ahead and start.
okie dokie.
Speaking of digital Mahjong games where you can see how much debt you are to see how much debt like debt you're in. I'm reminded of this one video where they actually got like, so I'm not sure if it applies to like a traditional Mahjong game, but they basically had like a really strong really strong Yakuman that consisted only of suits of sets of all wins.
Oh,
All win like wins and one dragon, if I remember correctly.
yeah, that is expensive. So Yakuman are the highest tier of hands. They are worth 32,000 points, 1,000, not 100. And Yakuman stack. So if you have multiple hand shapes that are worth Yakuman, they all stack. So in that case, that would have been a what was it? A Dai Sushi, which is 4 big wins, but also Tsuiso, which is all honor tiles. And then if they had all 4 sets hidden, then that would have also been Sulangpo. Yeah, so that's 3 Yakuman right there.
You want to know what's the big kicker? It was a double Ron. So someone else had Ron, and they also had Ron. So that one person felt the full brunt of the damage. Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah. Yeah, 32,000 times 3 is 96,000. And you start off with 25,000 points.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is the I even saw the game even like announce Kasane Yakuman or stacked Yakuman, and just saw like 128,000 points just leave that one player's hand.
Fascinating.
Fascinatingly painful.
And it was minus 128,000 because the other guy that called Ron, they got Haneman. So they got Haneman, and then the other guy got Kasane Yakuman. So they lost a lot.
Oh.
Not sure what I'm trying to go for. Actually, let me see if I can like find the video real fast.
I just said I didn't want you. Get out of here.
That's a lot of 1 pins on the table.
Yeah.
Wonder what's going on there.
Wait, did it...
Oh.
Is it my turn?
Yeah. My bad.
No, all good. I just wasn't sure if I wasn't like,
Wait, it's
I
like,
was
wait a
not
minute,
paying
wait a
attention
minute.
or
That's the,
something.
wait a minute. That's the head. It's like that. I usually pick from the bottom. Alright. Let's see if I can Kasane Yakuma.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh,
I guess that's an interesting observation. If you draw one of the top tiles, you always draw a top tile. If you draw a bottom tile, you always draw a bottom tile.
Until
Yeah.
somebody calls. If nobody calls, then yes. But calling does change the order. Or can change the order, rather. Oh, not from there. I want it from here.
Oh, frick. Awkward. Awkward. You saw nothing.
I'm hoping you saw nothing.
My head is actually empty, so I don't even remember
Ah.
what I said
Actually,
My bad.
5 seconds ago.
Should have guessed.
not this video. Is actually
Not like this.
this video.
Why this one?
Not like this.
So I posted in the Discord if you want to watch it later. If you want to watch it later. The Kasane Yakuma.
These tiles are making me feel a whole lot of disappointment.
Look at all those wins.
They're her ones too.
Hey, no pressure. That's an atmospheric science joke.
Bruh.
I have a buddy who's really into it. What can I say?
Yeah. Boom.
No, I don't
want
have to.
Panda,
do
I want
that. This should be
Penbu.
fine.
I'm just realizing how many wins I've thrown out.
You just noticed?
It's my turn?
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like it's my turn.
This is Mojang. Huh.
Good old Mojang. Mojack
Good old-
Horseman.
Mojang? Creators of Minecraft?
Yes, now you're getting it. Mojangles.
Delicious.
What?
Oh, not that one.
Frick, I pulled from the wrong thing again. And luckily, it's the same spot, so I only resaw the thing that I forgot I saw before.
We all make honest mistakes.
Started to think these aren't very honest. Alright, let's see what Breakabelle is up to. Oh boy.
Bonk.
Probably wouldn't
Now
have
the
needed
whole
that anyway.
world can see.
What is this hand? Okay.
Left or right?
I think I have to call this actually. Sumo.
Huh?
I was
Huh?
hoping for a different hand, but if I... So, this one here is preventing me from getting Tanyao, because it's a 1. Okay, so just to show off how this works, this is a 1, 2, 3, a 3, 4, 5. We got the 5 here. 4, 4 is a pair, 6, 7, 8, and then 2, 3, 4. Oh, I was hoping to get rid of this one so that I would get Tanyao, but if I discard anything here, it puts me in 30-10. And if you remember what we said about 30-10 earlier, is that it makes it much harder to win.
Yeah.
Greeting.
Greeting a little bit, yeah. Sometimes greeting is good.
Greed is good.
All right, Lure, up to you. What is the score here?
Okay, let's determine what we got. what we got since it's just a normal tsumo. Tsumo, so that's no wait, we gotta figure out the Hans first. So that's no riichi, Menzen tsumo, that's a close hand 1. Man, no tanyao. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a minute, these are all technically. Wait, would this technically be Pinfu in this case?
Yep, this
Because
counts as
they're only
Pinfu.
sequences. So Menzen Tsumo, Pinfu. Do you have? No, you don't have identical sequences. You don't have the same. Wait. What's the difference between 2 pairs of identical sequences and 2 identical sequences? Is it like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 on the same suit versus like 1, 2, 3 on this suit and 1, 2, 3 on like another suit?
Which one are you looking at?
Ippeiko and Yanpeiko. The difference between those two.
So Ippeiko is, say, if you have, in this case, like 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5 of the same suit. And then Ippeiko is just 2 instances of, or sorry, Downpeiko is 2 instances of Ippeiko.
Ah.
It doesn't necessarily have to be the same. And actually it shouldn't be the same because that ends up being something else. So it's like 1 pair of the same and then another pair of a different one.
Ah. Got it. Okay, so it's like so I guess it's just Menzen Tsumo and Pinfu in this case, I guess.
Yep.
Okay, so that is 1, 2. So that's 2 Han Fu. That it's like it's hand base Tsumo. So that's 22, I think.
So this is a special exception. So if you look on the right side, there's a case for Pinfu Tsumo. What happens is you don't get the +2 for Tsumo. It gets upgraded to the Tsumo.
So it's just 20.
Yeah, it's just 20.
Okay, Pinfu Tsumo, and that's 2 Han. Oh, so it's only 400 and 700 from us.
Yep. Plus, because we had the 2 Hombo over here, that's an extra 200 from it.
Okay. So extra 200 from all of us?
Yes. So you end up paying 600 and 900. So dealer pays 900 and then everyone else pays 600.
So
Pain.
So
Life
this
is pain, Dan.
yeah, so for you, Bell, you can just give me the 1,000, I can give you change.
Well, I have a lot of ones.
okay,
Right,
so
but
I am gonna if I
Oh wait, sorry.
discard-
I thought that was 5 or something.
so it's only need 600, right?
yes.
Okay, so that would technically be this and this. Gotcha. Okay.
All right. So 600. Oh. That. Okay. Does that fit? That fits. Yeah. Generally, you want to exchange the fewest number of sticks on the board. But this is fine. Okay. So is
I
that?
go to the bank and deposit in pennies.
So yeah. So don't pay in pennies, essentially.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
pretty
put a
much.
down payment on a house in pennies. Yeah, the bank was not happy with me.
I think it's actually illegal to try to use too many coins. At least it is here in Canada.
It should be. But also in Canada, get rid of their 1 cent
I mean,
coin.
it's
We did,
that's
yes.
weird because also, as far as
Good.
I understand, if you try and pay with legal tender, people have to take the legal tender.
There are
Why?
certain exceptions to that. For Canada here, it's only legal tender up to a certain number of coins.
Yeah.
Anything more than that is no longer legal.
Has it become illegal tender?
I suppose so.
Huh?
The good old
it?
tendies.
I guess. I guess they make it illegal so it like reduces the TDM that you know, government workers have to deal with when it comes to situations like that, because, you know, there's always going to be some smart person that tries to do that stuff. That's
And I
my
guess they
that's
can-
my reasoning, I think.
I think that case be more obnoxious than smart.
Yeah, quote unquote smart, like smart ass.
Yeah, smart ass. That's a good way to put it.
So we are going to introduce. I think we still have time for some more. So we're going to introduce a new Yaku here. If you go down to the second page, go down to suits. We'll be introducing Honitsu and Chinitsu. It's very straightforward. Honitsu is one of the another beginner-friendly hand. It is a single suit with honors. So in my case here, if these were character tiles, or sorry, if these were honor tiles, so say, I don't know, like I got the Norths here. Oh, there's the other North. I got the Norths here, right? This is a single suit with honors, and so this would count as Honitsu. Chinitsu is very similar. It's all the same suit with no honors. So if I had, say, 5, 6, and does anyone have a 7 or 4? I do have a 7, okay. Like this one. So yeah, this here would be a Honitsu. Or sorry, Chinitsu. When you end up with
If you
this...
have a hand of only honors.
So if you have a hand of only honors, that is called Tsuiso. If you go into the bottom on the right side, you'll notice that that is worth Yakuman.
Yeah.
Very expensive, but you're also not going to get that.
That's
Alright,
what you think.
I can certainly give it a shot.
Watch me. Watch me.
And Suiso is also Suanko if you keep it concealed.
Yeah. Suanko there is perhaps one of the easier Yakuman to get. That's under... it's under sets. The second one from the
Yeah.
bottom. 4 concealed sets. So you have to either keep all your... Yeah, you have to keep all 4 of your sets hidden. And they have to be triplets or quads. You can have a
Yeah.
pair be open. You can grab that from anyone. But for the 4 sets, you have to draw yourself.
Yeah.
You're also not likely to get that, but it is also one of the easier Yakuman to get, so it is a possibility. I wouldn't try to go for it in this game, though.
Yeah.
Okay, any
Aye, aye,
questions?
sir.
No questions? Alright, Lure, you can go ahead and press the deal button.
Pushing the giant deal button. How
You have to
push
press
deal?
and hold.
Oh! That... It's like, wait, it's like push to deal... Oh, so you don't hit it on accident, I see.
Yeah.
Like a AAA video game. I don't know why they love those so much.
AAA video games?
AAA video games?
You ever played like Destiny? Like, they constantly make you do that obnoxious, like, hold the thing for like a second just to do anything. Trying to navigate your inventory is a crapshoot.
Dang. For the whole game, for like the whole game.
Every menu, every interaction, all of them.
Damn. I mean, I've had to deal with that, but not for like everything. Like I've only had to deal with that with like Smash Bros. Like instead of just pushing the back button, you have to hold the back button to go back from like a character select menu.
See, that makes sense.
So that light in front of me is me, the dealer, right?
Correct, yes.
All right. So that means I go first? Question mark.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So.
What's the deal with Iwanami?
Oh my god, what is the deal with me?
Hessel, go ahead.
Oh, it's me. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll also mention that if you feel like it, you can also open your hand up for Honitsu and Chinitsu. Just make sure that you are very confident that you'll get that. In terms of points, it does knock down one Han if you have it open. but sometimes that's better than not winning.
Yeah.
Tiles can be shitty.
That's why I gotta clean them.
Donk.
I mean, if you've got shit on your tiles, maybe you should invest in a toilet.
What?
What?
What are you on about?
There's a story from the Toronto Reach Club where they were playing outside one time, and there was a bird that pooped on the table.
Oh,
Oops.
that's nasty.
Right as they were shuffling, smearing the. smearing the
Do
tiles.
not put that image in my brain. I swear to God.
Yeah. No.
Why must you do this to me, Belle? Get this out of here. That is what I thought it was. Okay, good.
Take this pain.
Oh, somebody drew from the
Oh,
wrong
no.
side. Or not wrong side, wrong tile. Oh well, that's fine.
It was
Yeah.
probably me.
Yeah, I mean it's
Yeah.
To be fair, from my point of view, there's only a small sliver that will grab the right tile.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is a known issue where if you're on this side, like this side, and you're head on to the tile, or the wall, it's very difficult to see that. The dev is aware of it. I don't think he knows how to fix it, and I don't think anyone else knows how to fix it. So it's just something you kind of have to put up
I
with.
think one workaround that I can think of is you can switch perspective with P, and it makes it just a little bit easier to grab, I think.
Oh my lord, that's isometric. Wait, it's my turn.
No, I
No,
think it's mine.
okay.
Mm,
Sorry, I was playing with the. I didn't realize we could do that.
I mean,
Yeah.
there
Advanced.
could be a draw button. Since it's always supposed then people don't accidentally draw
Yeah,
from the wrong wall, too.
because yeah, I mean, like, we're doing this manually just to like get a feel, like get like a approximated feel of what it would be like to play like at an actual mahjong table, but like digital games will usually just give you the tile for you.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
They also don't let you make any illegal moves. So
Yeah.
if you start off learning with one of the digital clients, sometimes it becomes a bit of a crutch to just turn off your brain and let the game play for you. So that's why we're doing it here in somewhere a little bit more manual.
Yeah.
Gotta keep your brain engaged. Can't let that turn off.
No,
Funny.
no, I want head empty.
Oh my god.
Funny you mention illegal moves. I remember playing NES NES Mahjong, and if you play on any difficulty that isn't easy, then you get penalized for calling sumo when your hand is not like a legal hand.
Yeah, I think we're missing that kind of game. It's not very common. I know there's a oh no it isn't. There is one game, the Mahjong game that I know that penalizes you for stuff. It's called Penbu. It's a two-player variant where the only tiles are bamboo, and it gives you all the options to like win and stuff, but it doesn't tell you that it's legal to win. So you absolutely can be penalized for it.
Yeah.
Jellycoat here with some trivia. The word for mahjong means sparrow in Chinese. It is said that the sound of shuffling tiles sound like the chirping of sparrows.
Ooh.
I feel
Pretty.
like that's a stretch.
I mean, like, the
honestly, I feel
clitter
like that's a
clatter.
stretch there.
They don't know what sparrows sound like anymore.
They sound like Mahjong tiles.
Yeah, exactly.
Like when you're shuffling the mahjong tiles. Oh, that is
Like
absolutely a
clacky?
crow. That is absolutely the sound of crows.
Like, you know, over here in America, where I'm from, they don't sound like that, but they do over in China.
It's because the Chinese ones are the government spy birds.
Oh my god.
Or are the
Yeah, we have
Americans government spy
Ours have the
birds?
crows. Ours are the crows instead.
Wow.
Jellicoid here says, keep in mind that tiles probably weren't made of plastic back then. There's a good point.
Yeah. I think tiles were like ceramic?
I mean, I think the tiles I remember my family playing with are ceramic, but I
Yeah.
still don't think the sound of that sounds like birds.
Yeah, sets are made from
Not
all
even
sorts of
all of it.
materials.
Yeah.
There are bamboo sets. There are, I think ivory sets exist too.
Huh.
There's ceramic. There's resin. I think the resin tiles are the ones you get most commonly nowadays.
Hum.
Sorry, I'm looking at what's been discarded.
That's a good strategy. There are many times where I just don't look at what's discarded and just look at my hand and not realize that what I'm discarding is actually
You're
dangerous.
committing to something that's no longer possible.
Or that too, yeah.
Full send.
You're like, yeah, I'll win as long as I can get a 2-pin, and then all the 2-pins are already discarded.
Well, the advantage of that, though, at least is it still counts as tenpai. So if it does go to an exhausted draw, then you can still claim tenpai for it.
Yeah.
As long as you're not waiting for a 5th tile. There are cases where your hand shape could potentially wait for a 5th tile, but a 5th tile doesn't exist ever.
Oh.
And that doesn't count for tenpai.
What are these tiles?
That's what I'm saying, man.
Ceramic,
That's what
apparently.
That's what I'm saying, girl.
Gotta be this. That's... Be the play.
Hmm. Show me what's good. You are very bad at following directions.
I don't think I can use this one either. Probably.
Disappointment.
Disappointment.
Bash
So
tiles
are
with
the
shadow.
general sorts of hands though the same between the different versions of mahjongs? Are they most of the Asian ones are trying to do four sets and a pair?
Yeah, so Asian variants will generally have 4 sets and a pair, and anything stemming from like a certain type of mahjong will have similar hands to what you see in Japanese.
Hmm.
This is probably a bad idea. But I got nothing.
But
I'm imagining we're all trying to find the exact same tiles.
Possible.
it could happen.
I'm realizing I've misplayed.
Well, that happens too.
It's not a misplay, it's just an off-meta strategy.
New meta.
Yeah,
Setting
yeah.
The new meta.
Now you're
I
getting it.
remember Dota used to have a new meta pin.
Oh,
You know,
what?
for the sake of demonstration here, chi. Sorry, hold on. I called chi, so I completed a set, a sequence from Hessel's discard here.
Thief!
quick question, Penbu.
Mhm.
Do cons have to be called?
They don't have to, no.
Okay. But if a con, say if someone has a con, how do they offset the fact that there is a con in hand to complete
Yeah, so if you have all 4 tiles in your hand, you can call what's called a close con. So you reveal all 4 tiles, and then you set those 4 tiles aside. You take a tile from the dead wall, and then you go on from there.
Oh.
Wait. So, hold on. Something has not.
I think
Matched up,
Lura
right?
accidentally did
Yeah.
their turn before Bell, or after, something like that.
Okay,
Oh shit! Yeah. Wait a minute.
that's fine.
It's like wait.
It's like, why do the discard piles look so uneven?
Oh.
Okay, now
Okay,
I go
that's
to make.
Yeah, I guess
even.
if Laura's already gone, we can just skip this turn.
Yeah.
I
Not
think normally
bad.
what you do, you rewind until you get back to a good state, and then you go ahead. But whatever.
Yeah.
Let's go, okie dokie. Like the Mario. Swing your arms from side to side.
And since I'm the dealer, I guess yeah, I guess I might have accidentally taken some there because then yeah.
No, so this is correct because I took his discard.
Oh.
Would I like leave a gap in there to indicate that, or no?
No, you just go as if you you continue discarding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something is unholy.
Jellycoat here with an example of when you may or may not want to call a con. You can have 4 tiles in your hand that aren't a con, as a sequence in a triplet, for example. But if you want it to be a separate group of 4, you have to declare it in order to have enough tiles.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. Can I steal for a 3 of a
Wait,
kind?
can you repeat that again? Can you repeat that again? Like if you have a closed.
So say you have a 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4.
Mhm.
Not the right number. Anyway, you get the point. You can either split that up as a group of a sequence and then a triplets, or you can have that as an incomplete sequence and then a quad. And if you want to group that as a quad, you have to call con so that you can get another tile.
Oh. Okay.
Or you can just have not enough tiles and therefore never be able to win, if that's what you want.
That's true. So Hessel, you want to grab that for 1. Make sure that you have a Yaku that you're confident in being able to make. But otherwise, you can call pawn if you do.
I'm gonna say otherwise. I don't know what's going on, honestly.
We can analyze afterwards. Oh, wait a minute. No, I can't do that.
Which tile is the last played time?
So that would be the end of this wall here. The way you can tell is you can start from the Dora and then count 4, and then the one afterwards, the column afterwards is where it ends. The dead wall is composed of 14 tiles, so the 4 here is just a shortcut. It changes if somebody calls Khan, because then the last tile shifts over so that the dead wall remains 14 tiles. But at that point, hopefully somebody at the table knows better than you, and will just tell you can't take that tile.
Okay, I'm gonna call. You know what? Now that it's been mentioned,
So yeah, on the right side, it should let you snap to it. There you go.
and then
Nope, so that's correct. So what you want to do is you want to flip the ends there. And then we flip this one because he called Khan. So every time you call Khan, a new door flips over.
and
then you
this
take
is the
the
dead
devil.
wall.
Yeah.
And that gets discarded.
So it's funny how these things always come up when you're teaching, right?
Yeah.
It's better than them never coming up, and then when they do come up, people just have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So if I
so-
want to, sorry, go on.
Yeah, so I'll mention here that because there's another door flip, if somebody had called riichi and then 1, they also get access to the one underneath. So that's a total of 4 door indicators. This is why when somebody is called riichi, you may want to be careful about calling kan, because then you're just giving them extra door opportunities.
Oh. The strategy deepens.
Sorry, somebody had a question?
So if I want to steal, I have to have a Yakuman, or
Not a
What?
Yakuman. So if you want to say this tile, the strategy is... so requirement is that you have to have 2 tiles in your hand that complete a set. So either, in your case, a sequence because it's from the one on your left, or a triplet or quad. Strategy-wise, you don't want to do that until you're certain or fairly confident that you can get a Yaku.
Remind me what that is again.
One of the
That's the
hand
hand.
shapes. So either the, let's say, Tanyao or the Yakuhai, or... Well, you can't get riichi anymore because that opens your hand and riichi is only closed.
Yeah.
Or the honitsu or the chinitsu, the single suit and honors or no honors.
Yakuman is winning hand.
A Yakuman
No,
is the highest hand points.
Yeah.
But so you're saying there's no reason to ever yoink unless you're confident that you have that you can get the highest point value hand.
No, so Yaku and Yakuman are 2 different things. The Yaku are the hand shapes that will let you win. The Yakuman is the highest point value.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying here is that you don't want to open your hand unless you are confident that you can get a Yaku. So one of the hand shapes.
And what is that one?
So that's everything in the second page of the reference sheet.
Ah, it's one of the funky ones.
Yeah.
I'll hold off on it then.
Okay.
Uh,
Again,
Oh,
we can do
Lord.
analysis after this as well, see if there's anything you could or should not have done.
Yeah.
you got it, Bose.
At least it helped to do the analysis rather than get yelled at in chat for being bad at Mahjong.
But that's what makes it fun.
I got 2 tiles left.
I'm sorting out my discard still.
Can you guys see my cursor just circling
Yeah.
around?
Yeah.
I thought it was a bug for a moment there. I was looking at my other monitor, so I was like, oh,
Whee!
Speed Racer! Around and around and around.
and around and around.
It's just like that one mango with the spirals.
Oh my god. It's like we're moving in tandem. Oh my god. This is oddly mesmerizing.
It is mesmerizing.
Alright, it's my turn.
Enough horsing around.
Alright, last tile. And it's
You'll
the last
never
tile because
guess.
we had shifted the dead wall for the replacement tile here.
It wasn't anything.
Alright, so starting from Lure.
No 10.
Alright, Hessel.
I got nothing.
No 10.
No 10 for me as
Yeah.
well.
No, 10.
No 10.
Okay, so if nobody was Senpai, then that means no points are exchanged. Hessel, why don't we have a look at your hand and see if there was anything there? What were you going on about?
I was thinking I probably could have completed this set with one of this one. I don't know.
Yeah, so that actually probably wouldn't have been I mean, I probably wouldn't myself, but considering that you did have the East here, you would be waiting on absolutely making sure that you get the East. And this late in the game, you know, nobody's discarded it. It probably isn't going to come out, so what you did there may have been a smart idea. And so you then discard this, either the 5, which would maybe be my take, or this 3. Now, this late in the game, however, because the Tenpai no Ten distinction matters for an exhaustive draw, it would have probably been a good idea to take it anyway. Because then it means that you would have been Tenpai at the end, and everyone would have had to give you points.
Ah.
So there's a point where it becomes so. I usually the point for me is usually like halfway through the third row. Sometimes as early as the start of the third row, where I don't think about winning. I just think about getting to Tenpai. Because that late in the game, you're very likely to go to an exhaustive draw.
And Tenpai is
Waiting
Tenpai
to
Is
win.
one away. One away from winning.
okay.
And that
Okay.
just beats everyone who's not one away from winning, I guess.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So yeah, in this case, for example, you would have discarded this. You would have gotten this. All right. So this is now 1 set. There. Okay. Yeah, so this is 1 set. This is a pair. This is another set, and this is another set. There, you're waiting on either the 3 or the East Wind to complete your hand.
Yeah.
And for an exhaustive draw, it doesn't matter if you have a Yaku or not. It just matters if your hand shape is complete.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's see.
Do we deal again?
Yeah, why don't we finish off this round? You did not actually have Tenpai, so dealership rotates. So Hessel, it's on you now.
I hold the button down.
Hold the button.
Hold
Yay.
the button and do the thing.
Yeah,
I'm such a pro.
So
Is it meaningful that it alternates between teal and yellow?
So this is how a real automatic table works. So in an automatic table, you have 2 sets of tiles. And while you're playing with 1 set, the second set gets shuffled underneath. And you have 2 of them in different colors so that you can tell them apart. And have the correct number in each set.
Yeah.
Alright, so in terms of new hands here, just to round out the rest of the beginner-friendly hands, if you look on your sheet, we are missing... So we already mentioned Chi Toy. Toy Toy, under sets, the first one, is only sets. So this is a fairly easy one to get, but also a very easy trap to get into. So we're Tuhan. Sets here being triplets or quads, so it is very common for a beginner to start calling everything in hopes of getting a Toy, and then they don't end up getting it. So you have to be careful about this one. It is easy to get by calling everything, but also you have to make sure that you have enough potential sets to be able to do that. You can also get Toy like partially if you get, or rather, you can have some sets hidden and some sets open. So commonly, if you get Toy, you maybe have like 2 sets hidden in your hand, and then you have the rest of them open. If you get all 4 of them closed, then that's Suanko, as we mentioned before. And then the other one, we'd mentioned Penbu. It's kind of... It is something that is fairly common, but it's something a little bit difficult to explain. But we have seen a few of those hands here earlier. I think in terms of the beginner-friendly hands, those are it. So we'll add Toy to this one.
Toy.
Alright, any questions?
Not for me.
Alright.
For me.
Go ahead and take your first draw.
You got it, boss.
And Toy is just getting only sets by any means, like even if you have to pawn like a good majority of it.
Exactly, yeah.
Waiting is hard.
Got some going on here. What can I say?
Hey.
You know, learning a little bit more about scoring has helped me realize why all of my why like yeah, you can get like any hand you want, but like or like any hand from like any combination of things, but I've always wondered why all of my hands were like very low scoring. Is because I basically just made like I just made a hand by any means without really considering like conditions that I could fulfill to potentially make like a stronger hand.
But if you make a winning hand, you make a winning hand. So even if you're not making a ton of points, you're making points.
That
Better
is
than
true.
losing, right? Definitely better than losing.
Well,
That big, getting that bag.
Yeah. Sometimes it is worth it to push, especially since if you're very close to a much higher hand, it's worth knowing what your options are so that you can maybe delay your win a little bit and push for the higher one.
Yeah.
But also, like, if you're making like 1,000 points every hand, and then somebody wins off of you for 12,000, it doesn't really matter that you won more hands.
Yeah.
But, you know, going fast and trying to win as many as you can is a strategy. And I tend to use that if I'm dealer, because dealer repeats means you get to go again. So if you win as dealer, as we've seen, you get to go again. And the more you win as dealer, the more the homba goes up. So if you remember the little number on the corner, where it adds points. So that adds up fairly quickly. And then there is a somewhat uncommon rule nowadays, I think, where if you win 8 times in a row as dealer, then it's worth a Yakuman. That one's called Paranchan. Some other Mahjong variants also have that. So Chinese will have, they have more than 8. I think it might be 12 or something. I can't remember. But certain number of wins will get you a Yakuman, no matter what the hand. In standard competition rules, that isn't a thing anymore, unfortunately. So it tends to be used more for like gambling establishments where they want to have a little bit more luck.
Yeah.
Or for casual play, because, you know, having somebody win 8 times and then kind of a good rush to have.
Yeah, it's not something you see that often.
Yeah. Like, in my view, you know, it's rare enough, then why don't you award it right?
Yeah.
You've heard of oolong tea. Now get ready for ooh short tea. Don't listen to me.
Ooh, Shadai.
Ooh, Shotty, you got that tea?
Oh my god.
What is he on about? Stop listening to him.
Jellycoat here with a bit of trivia. There was an infamous professional game where it was supposed to be the last hand, but the dealer went on a rampage racked up 10 Honba and finished the game with 112,700 points.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
fascinating.
Wait. Man, having to reference, I feel like some of these numbers take more processing time to check than they should.
I wouldn't, when you're starting off, I wouldn't worry about too much about the hand, like the hand value, and just make sure that you can get a hand.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not even talking about I'm literally talking about matching like the number 5.
Oh,
to
yeah,
the
yeah.
number 5 time.
Yeah, that just takes a lot of exposure and practice. So the more you play, the more you get used to it.
It's like learning another language, except the language hates you.
What is this hand? Okay, so get rid of this one.
Wait a minute. I say the thing if I'm one tile away from winning, right?
Yeah, so riichi is if you are one tile away from winning, and that count even if you don't have any other yaku, that counts as a yaku. But the caveat there is that you can't change your hand, so you're locked into what you have.
You gotta commit.
Well, draw
Nah.
first, unless you want that
Good
one.
idea.
I mean, if you wanted that one, there was like 3 other opportunities you could have gotten that one.
Don't worry about it.
All right.
Just don't think about it too hard.
Bonk. I will never not be satisfied with that.
It's a good
that
noise.
sound.
It's a good noise.
Bonk.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's crazy. So wait, what happens if I like don't call it, but I get the winning one anyway?
So if you get the winning one anyway, you can call it sumo, and that also counts.
Oh well, sumo.
All right, nice.
Wow.
So go ahead and
Yeah.
reveal your tiles. And which one did you win off of?
This one.
3. Okay, so set that one aside, just so we have it separated. All right, show me what your sets are, and yeah, show me your sets.
Okay, 2, 3, 4 pin. 7, 8, 9 pin. What are the bamboo ones called again?
Bamboo.
No,
So
it's called soul. 2, 3, 4, 5 soul. 1, 2, 3 mon, and then for the pair I've got 9 soul.
okay, very good. So this is only sumo because you don't get the pin fu since this is an edge weight that generates fu. And then so that's base fu of 20 plus 2 for sumo, and then plus another 2 for the edge weight, so that's 24, rounds up to 30. This is 140. Sorry, 30. Right? If I did the math right. 130. And then if we look at the sheets, 130 sumo as dealer gets you 500 points from everyone.
500 from everyone. Dang.
I finally won one. That's all I needed.
Yeah.
That's all I needed.
Can you give me a change? We both hit
Oh.
our.
Wait, I actually can't give you change.
Yeah, you can just exchange one of
Wait,
these.
wait,
so
I'll just take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Money. Get away.
yeah, just make sure I didn't make a
Thanks for
mistake
hanging
here.
out.
Should be good.
died.
Well, he is dealer, so he gets to go again.
Okay. Yay. So do I hold? I do the button?
Yeah, you do the button.
Yeah.
Deal that new set.
Got a mouse.
Yeah,
No,
so-
at least I finally won one.
Yeah, everyone's 1-1 now, at least. So there is a state called where if you don't win anything, it's called yakitori. Like the food. And
Yum,
in
delicious.
some, yeah, there are yakitori markers you can get, and on one side they have a like a bird being cooked on a stick.
You did so badly. You literally so
This is
cooked.
This is what you look like.
You get it's like get cooked.
Yeah, and
This will
so
be you.
yeah, and so playing with yakitori markers, when you win one, you flip it over so that the bird's side is down, and whoever is still yakitori by the end of the game has to pay out.
Mhm.
That sucks. That sucks.
Ah, now I'm hungry again.
You couldn't win it all, so now you have to foot the bill.
Yeah, buy us food now. Ding dong.
Freaking loser.
Oh wait, do I start?
It's your turn, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Oh yes, indeed.
Gonna
Strategy.
gonna get me some Brinner after this.
Intermission is
I'm-
so good.
I'm pretty hungry myself.
Really, it's lunch. Is what I need.
Linner is what I meant to say. It's like 'cause I didn't have lunch.
You're like Goku.
I feel like I've had only 2 bites of pizza all day.
Ah,
Dang.
that's a little less than me.
Belle has not eaten today. Belle woke up 40 minutes before this climb.
How do either of you function?
Good question.
I'd be going nuts if I was on that amount of
First
food.
thing I'll be doing is I'll be eating right after this. I'll be going and acquiring food. Delicious, delicious food.
Yeah.
It's the good stuff.
And then I'm gonna head out.
It's my turn?
Yeah, it's your
my
turn.
turn. Great.
Gonna head out to a function.
Yeah, with auto tables, some of the fancier auto tables will have scoring sticks that have like RFID in them, so that the table knows like how many points everyone has.
Ah,
Interesting.
fancy.
Hmm. Has science gone too far? How am I supposed to cheat about my points? Um,
Guards, Caesar! She's cheating at Mahjong! Oh, to be a lord in like 12th century Germany who could say, "Gods seize him!" That's all I need in life. But I can't have it. We got something going on here. Theoretically.
Yeah, in terms of mechanics of how auto tables work, the tiles they use are special because they're magnetic. So there are magnetic picker uppers inside the table. I don't know what to call them, but they're inside the table and they like shuffle and all that, and then they form these walls here, and some of them, the fancier ones, also form the hands.
If you
What
somehow
is-
manage to
what
play
is
the
bell thinking?
clicking sound really fast, it'll sound like someone's knocking on your door. Yeah, just like that. I'll be there in a second.
More likely.
Oh, my neighbors didn't hear that.
Oh my god.
Right.
Bonk.
Hmm.
Where did you find this website, Penbu?
It's gets floated around in the Mahjong community.
Hmm. Guess is particularly floating around in the Toronto Mahjong Club, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think they have a pin there for something, or what?
Hmm.
Or but do they have a pin? I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely been linked there a few times.
Crash, get this out of my sight.
Garbage.
Garbaggio.
How do I
That's
do
my
this?
Italian name. Mon ami.
Baggio.
Anyone here speak Italian?
I do not.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's not real.
Something linguine, Alfredo.
Ah, linguini e le flore della pizza.
Something pizza.
Pizza.
Yes. It's still very funny to me that pizza actually originated in New York and not Italy. That's funny.
Wasn't it only the
I
American
mean-
pizza that originated in New York?
You know what? I have no idea. I should probably stop talking.
Because I know Italian pizza, like there is an Italian pizza, and it's fairly different from American pizza.
Yeah.
Okay, well, real pizza came from America.
I mean, if you really think about it, pizza is just bread with toppings. How long has bread with toppings been around?
It's called a sandwich.
That's like ancient Romans had bread with toppings on it.
Well, wait, those are still Italians. Oh no.
You know, I mean, maybe. Technically,
The
we're
Ita-
all Africans, right?
The Italy conspiracy runs deep.
I can't wait for this game to end and me to count how many misplays I've had, because I feel like I've been punished for every decision I've made.
It's not a misplay, it's off meta. Don't forget that.
Also,
You
don't forget you
better-
actually did win a bunch too.
Yeah, it's like you
Yeah,
you
but
have
I always want to win
What are you
more.
complaining about? Oh my
I want
god.
to win more.
Some
you want to win more. You
people-
already have 35,900 points.
How greedy can one person be?
I'm trying to aim for that Kasane Yakuman or something. Stack them Yakumans.
Yes, this is something that I need.
mean-
Not.
Yeah.
Law of Teaching says that somebody's gonna get a Yakuman this time, right?
Yeah, of course, I totally can do that.
That is totally a non-trivial thing to do. That is totally a trivial thing to do in this game.
Well, it's
Yeah,
like that one.
I just, first time playing poker, just got my royal flush. Easy.
Yeah, why do people go so nuts about this? Ain't nothing to me, man.
I
just-
can't stop winning.
Ah, this game's so boring. I keep winning. People keep giving me money. I hate it.
When you win so much that you become desensitized to the act of winning.
That's literally suffering from success, bro.
I think there was one person we taught for the first time, and right out, like the first hand that they won with a Baimon, which is worth like 16,000 points.
Lovely.
Someone must have the tiles I'm looking for. That's why they're just never showing up.
Coping.
Me and someone else are competing for the same tiles, and because that we're never going to win.
Coping.
How rotate?
What are you looking to do?
Pawn.
From yourself? You just keep it hidden.
No, he took it from me.
Oh, he took it from
my
you. Okay.
discard.
So yeah, rotate the one on your left.
Rotation button.
Right click, right click.
R. There it is.
Yeah.
And then do I still?
No,
Do
you
I
discard.
No, no.
That counts as your draw.
All right.
Let's take a look-see. Ah, perfect. Too bad you don't have this one.
Or maybe I do. I'm just not taking it.
Yes, of course. I'm dangling in front of your eyes. You want it so much.
Oh shit, what am I supposed to do with this one? This one? Probably this one.
Give me what I. Curse you, green dragons! Everyone has discarded green dragons. Alright, all the green dragons are on the board, so no one wanted them.
I hate green dragons. They smell bad. Wait, can I do the thing? I should not do the thing. I will
Should
not.
you do the thing?
Julie, do the thing. Yeah.
Do the thing.
I have the angel and the devil on my shoulder. Ah, the blue eyes white dragon. I see now.
Wait.
The white dragon has blue eyes.
Organizing things.
Yay!
What is it? It's, the riichi.
Alright.
Yeet.
Let me get my marker.
And then you discard the thing you don't need and discard it sideways.
When do I want to discard? Hold on, let me do some quick calculus.
How are you integrating tiles? What are you doing over there?
I think it's this one's the play.
Okay.
Okay.
Got Miss D-Tile D-Theta over here. Every move is potential misstep.
Yeah.
Keep your wits
Yep.
about you, man. Oh, okay.
Gotta
You
watch
know-
out.
Hmm.
Someone could just drone you out of nowhere and you'll never know until it's too late.
Wait, is that? I think that's tip.
Oh, well.
So I'm gonna yoink that.
So you can only yoink that
Join.
if you're going to win. Because you call it riichi.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, okay, so call it
I
on.
did. Run.
Yep.
Run.
Leave it
Yeah.
there. And then sure
Oh, buddy.
toss.
So that's one set. That's two sets. That's three sets. This plus the one he just put is 4 sets, and then there's my pair.
And there's a
Oh,
pair.
yeah.
Alright, and then reveal the Uradora. Alright, you get an extra one. Okay, so this is I think it's just riichi plus Dora, so that's 2. It is just riichi, right? There's 4, 6, yeah. So just riichi plus Dora, so that's 2. And then this is not Penbu because you have the triplet of 1s here. So that is. We got the middle weight here, or sorry, a two-sided weight here, so that doesn't generate any fu. But it is a closed run, which means you get plus 10 for that. So this is 40 fu, and 2 han. You look at the table. I hope I did this right. 2 han, 40 fu, as on is 2,600. Plus 300 because of the Homba.
Guys, I need change.
No. Hold on. This is our one. So the discarder pays all of it.
Okay.
Oh. Oh.
Sorry, Hessel.
Bell,
I'm here to bully you.
you
Also-
show up within 5 miles of me. You better start running. From now
Also-
on.
I know I did not win. I know I wasn't the winning hand, but I also want to, like, if I may share my hand for demonstration purposes. This is why it's very important to keep an eye on like people's discard piles, because you notice these two here. I could have pawned either from Bell or Hessel and potentially could have won, but I didn't, and so I have to live with
Does
myself.
it not have to be the latest discard?
It has to be the latest.
Yeah,
one.
yeah. So if you drop, like, when because I don't like, I had this pair, so if I had called pawn on Hessel on his 3 of bamboos, then I would have been able to have a slight I mean, I wouldn't be able to riichi anymore, but like I would have still been able to make a valid hand.
I mean,
But-
so question here: what would your Yaku have been?
4 or 5. So good question. So it's like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Maybe we'll...
Yeah, so I think the way you could have there are 2 ways that you could recover from this, and one way is a lot easier than the other. You can either try to go for to complete this set here, because this is the round wind,
Yeah.
or you can try for Honitsu and get rid of these ones, but that is somewhat difficult because it's 3 tiles.
Yeah, I think I was waiting for like another east, because because I did see, I like, at that point I saw the 3s, like, well, it's too late now, I just gotta pray for an east.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And sometimes that is a strategy, where you want to try. You don't have many options, so you just lock into the one that has a potential to give you some sort of Yaku. Otherwise, you just bail and defend and try not to deal into anyone. Okay, Hessel, that's 2,900 in total from you.
Damn, Bell over here
Should
being all
be.
like, I can't
You can
stop
give
winning."
you can give 3,000, and Bell can give you 100 change.
2100. Isn't this 2100?
2,900.
Oh, okay. So misheard.
That's 2,600 for the regular points, and then 1 Homba adds 300. So that's 29.
Take it, you mob boss.
Exchanging the points.
Yeah. And then Bell, you also get your riichi stick back, because you won.
Nice.
Evil.
And that is the end of what we can call a Tonpu-sen. So Tonpu-sen is just an East round. The Hanshan is a normal game of Japanese Mahjong that's East and South. But East only is a very valid hand. And if any of you play Mahjong on stream and you want to invite your viewers, people will generally play Tonpu-sen, so just an East round, so that everyone has a chance to cycle in.
Yeah, it's like quicker games.
It's generally
And
not
if
going
you
to
know
take
what
3
you're
hours.
doing, then-
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 hours.
Shit, we've actually.
It is
It's
3
actually
hours,
fine.
3.5 hours. Oh my god.
Yeah, so I think we'll probably end it there for today. Any thoughts? Do you feel like you've learned Mahjong?
I mean, I
feel
feel like I know how the basics, but all the complexities of all the extra different nuances of the hand seem like there's a lot of nuance to it.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of nuance. So, for example, I ended up having to switch to go for 7 pairs, and the way I know that I need to go for 7 pairs is, if you have 5 pairs in your hand, It's a lot faster to go for 7 pairs, and that's kind of stuff that you learn with experience.
Yeah.
But as long as you keep in mind what kind of hands you can go for, you know, and which ones are easy. So like riichi is always safe. Yakuhai is very easy. Tanya is very easy. Those 3 hands are perhaps the most common that you'll get. So even if you know nothing else, if you have those 3, then you're good for a good number of hands. And I mean, considering we saw a lot of riichis today, you know, I think you got all that down. Hessel, Lur, thoughts?
So I feel like I've gotten a little bit of a better understanding of the strategy that goes down to like Mahjong, as well as like being able to like home in on like certain hand shapes rather than just make something out of anything by any means. Especially in terms of like, yeah, you could just like aim for making any valid hand, but I mean, it also help if you like try to like make certain hand shapes so that way you can get more out of like your hand rather than just making a hand.
Yeah, definitely. I think at your level, it's worth trying to explore, like knowing what the different hands are that you can make, what their values are, and then see if you should pivot to that or not.
Yeah.
Hessel, any thoughts?
It seems pretty darn neat. I've definitely have a better grasp of them before. I remember watching you stream and I was like, okay, no idea what's happening. There's words flying on screen. Things are occurring. That is most certainly true.
Yeah.
I do find it neat how like the main strategy seems to revolve around basically card counting, where in most casinos it gets you kicked out.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Well, I mean, I feel like the whole point of having all the like dead cards shown is, you know, for that, right? It's not like blackjack where as soon as the cards are dead, they like shuffle them back into the deck so you can't like check them. Maybe that's not true.
And
Yeah.
there's other ways casinos get to make you mess around with the card counting, like burning cards. But you know.
Imagine Mahjong at casinos. Well, they do actually have something similar in Japan called Janso, where it's a Mahjong parlor and you're there to gamble Mahjong.
Oh boy, I can't wait to lose all my money. I'm gonna go do that.
Oh
Man.
yeah.
Well, speaking of gambling, so for those of you who want to explore Mahjong on your own, there are a number of online clients that are popular. The one I use is Tenho. It's the oldest of the 3 major ones that are used in the West. It's where a lot of the good players are, but it also, in terms of UI, is not as eye candy filled. The other 2, Mahjong Soul, which is perhaps the most popular, especially with the VTubers, and then you have Riichi City. Both of those have characters you can play as, and you can like gacha for like anime girls and anime guys.
Oh
Hell
god.
yeah.
Oh, speaking of Mahjong and anime girls, that isn't Mahjong Souls. There's a new arcade Mahjong game in Japan called Mahjong Fight Girl, which is basically Mahjong with cute anime, like more cute anime girls and stuff. I don't know what the difference is between that and like the other arcade Mahjong game that they have, Mahjong Fight Club. But I mean, hey, those are just some of the options that I know from Japan. Is that Mahjong Fight Club is a really popular option if you're looking for like the more commercial Japanese clients, and they actually do have like a streaming version of it if you have like a Japanese Konami ID and you want to try that out for yourself. It does cost money though. Like it's basically an arcade game.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And also, in terms of what costs money, if any of you have a Clubhouse 51 on the Switch,
Yeah, that's also there.
yeah, that is also an option. No time limit on those ones. For Tenho, Mahjong Soul, and riichi City, those all have time limits. So they give you a certain amount of time to play through the hands, or like to play your turn, which I think you're all fairly will have no trouble with, because it seems like we all played fairly quickly here.
Yeah.
Which is a pleasant surprise, because a lot of new players play a lot slower than this. So, congrats to all of you for having that speed.
Yeah.
I'm like Sonic the Hedgehog, but slower.
Like Super Mario.
Yeah, but I can't jump that high. Maybe I'm not either of them.
All right. Oh, I think that's it. Do any of you have any announcements you want to give?
Nothing in particular for me.
All right. I will take that as nothing from anyone else either.
Well, aside from the fact that my VGens are like my VGen comms are finally open, so if you're interested in getting background music from me, or if you have any like vocal work that you want mixed or tuned in time, then feel free to head on to my VGen, vgen.co/Iwanami lure if you want to indulge in any of those services. And I think that's the only announcement I have.
All right. Yeah, Lure makes good music, so you should definitely consider commissioning him.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I've got a CK2 collab coming up on the 20th. We're gonna be trying to make a Jewish Britain. Just don't worry about it.
Ooh. Interesting.
So like the year 1000. It's because the guy I'm collabing with is Jewish and British, so.
Hmm.
And that's for me.
Also-
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I also got 100 followers recently, so at some point I'll do a celebration. But I need to plan it.
Congratulations.
Yay me!
First 100 followers is very important.
Yeah.
It's all about accretion.
Yeah, I think actually you ended up passing me, because I'm at 95 on YouTube, so we're very close. We got there first.
No! I won the race. Sorry, guys. I can't be friends with you anymore. The guys on Twitter said I can't be friends with you anymore. Sorry, I'm too famous. Can't be with you guys anymore.
Bruh.
As for me, it's a little ways away, but in about a month I'll be celebrating my first anniversary, so hope to see you all there.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Yes,
Happy anniversary, Penbu.
I'll be there.
Thanks. Not quite yet, though.
Maybe. I don't. Maybe more than one. I don't know. I assumed one for some reason.
What time about was it?
What was that?
What time about was it?
So it was my debut was October 16.
Ooh.
Okay. I'll mark that on the calendar.
So we'll probably have some sort of debut week stuff there, including Automaton. So if you've never been to one of my Automaton streams, it's definitely worth checking out.
They're very nice. Everyone, I would highly recommend going to them.
Dirt, 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 dirt.
Yeah, just like that.
All right. I think that's it then. Thank you all for coming. I hope you learned something, and for you as well, chat. Maybe in the future, you might see some Mahjong streams from the rest of us, and you'll be able to follow along.
Yeah. Maybe I'll
It was
give it a
fun.
try sometime in these coming weeks.
All right. For those of you on Twitch, I assume everyone's gonna try to find something to raid. Maybe we'll raid the same person.
I'm not gonna be raiding on
that'd be really funny.
Twitch, so hope you got people who are watching on my end. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day.
All right. Well, then the rest of us will find something to raid. For those of you on YouTube, I think we're all ending. So thanks for coming to the collab, and we'll see you next time. All right.
Yeah. All right. Otsuruwa. Bye
everyone.
bye, everybody.
Have a fantastic.
Bye bye.
Have a good rest of your day, peoples.
Have a fantastic.
Alright, so for those of you on my side, we're going to be reading this person. Not a VTuber, but you know, you can at least follow along with their playing. So there's a rate message if you'd like to participate, and then we can go ahead and go there. Alright, bye chat.